people. It is Tuesday, the 11th of February. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And I'm one of your hosts for today, Martin Royalty.
And they call me, man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That is right. And Brent is in here too.
Good morning, everybody. I'm on morning chat. Let's see who we've got in at 8:02. TT, 9 Ether, Amy Snow Globe, Karma, Serene Energy, Divina, Gin and Gist. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gin and Gist.
Happy birthday. You are 21 today.
Amen.
And long may that continue. Have a good
We'll
one.
continue to be 21.
Got Chijoke, Christy, Aisha, ELCNU, Mr. Ashlows, JTD Jan, Easy Bambino, Bex, Johannes Williams, and that is it. How are you all this fine morning?
I'm good, man. I need spring to be here. Like yesterday.
Oh, you're cold.
I feel like I'm colder because I just came from heat.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And I just think it's just silly. Like, just as a concept, it's very silly. But what was I going to say? I tried boxing yesterday. I had a boxing class yesterday.
Okay.
And many thoughts on the sport. Many. But first of all, it's more in favor of Anthony Joshua. Because due to warm up, I believe that this man is who he is. And when he loses a game, people that don't even know what a hook is have the audacity to be making fun of him online.
Yeah.
And I just thought, if that was my sport, I think I'd constantly just challenge people to fight. I just constantly do it. I think it's very, very cheeky.
But you would have the confidence to be like, all of these people are like...
I did think that. I thought, you know what, at the end of the day, really and truly, yeah. Because in the same way, in my profession, when people try to criticize what I do, I just think, you could never do this.
There you go.
Play your role, play your position. But it's a hard sport.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to go back next week. Not because it's hard and I don't like a challenge. Because I did spin the other day. I'm trying to get into spin. I'm sure I've said on here how much I hate spin. I'm not a spin girl. But I thought, you know, I've joined a new gym. And the first class I ever did in my new gym was spin, which is crazy. But I want to challenge my discipline this year. Do you know what I mean? So I like doing, I like challenges. So I thought, okay, I'm taking on spin. But the boxing, I don't know if I'm going to go back to just doing yoga on Mondays. Not because it's hard or anything, but I don't know if I'm interested enough.
Why does it sound cutting?
Oh, sorry, I'm not saying the story again. Those that heard it.
Oh, actually, guys, just refresh apparently.
Okay, good.
Then it should be
But
fine.
yeah, it's a hard sport. Big up Anthony Joshua and all the boxers.
100%.
I mean, I only got hit a couple times, not for the fault of the girl. It was just a lot, like having to place your feet properly. When you step forward, this foot steps forward. When you do this, when you do that. And then because it was an odd number, I was then with the instructor. This one was, I was thinking, I could break a nail. My nails are short, but sir. And it was just like, it was interesting. Like I've done combat, but that's more like, you know, it's a good cardio class.
Yeah.
I've done kickboxing with my brother. I'm sure you all know what my brother looks like. And you don't just get to take a break just because you feel like you want to take a break. You don't care. So I've done kickboxing as well. That's interesting. That'll burn you some good calories.
Yeah.
But boxing, I said, oh, this is serious. But all the best to everybody that does it. I have a newfound respect, in fact, for Kevin Thompson. That's why he's a boxer.
Yeah, there you go.
Big up him.
Trainer
That's why he
too.
walks around in the Timberland boots and the flipping vest tops. Who's going to try him when he goes around boxing people? Crazy. Anyway, it was a good sport. I was really like, this is serious. My heart rate was through the roof.
Yeah.
I felt like I was going to have a heart attack, an asthma attack, all the attacks. It was crazy. But it was good though. It was fun. I might be back. I don't know. I'll see what my Mondays look like moving forward.
You should do it, man. But boxing, it's a serious sport. Would you get into watching it now?
No.
Why
I just don't
wouldn't?
see why you getting beaten up. Like mine is a class, so it's not fights.
Yeah.
I don't get why I should watch someone getting beaten up. I don't like violence like that though. I don't like seeing kids get smacked. I'm not pro smack. You know, that's the whole conversation. Some of you get your panties in a bunch. So I was smacked. I'm fine though. But here you are irritating me every day. So it's just that. Yeah, I don't really like witnessing violence. I don't really like, only like in like CIA kind of films and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, shoot her again.
Yeah.
That's different. But outside of that, yeah. And I started watching a new show as well. You know, I love a sitcom. A Different World. It's an old one.
What, from back
in the day? It's on Netflix now.
Oh, sick.
And I could never find it via other means. If you know what I mean? But it's on Netflix and I'm really enjoying it. I did wonder why why Lisa Bonet was not in the second season moving forward. And I like to Google why there's a change of characters. Apparently there was a whole beef thing going on and she was being disrespected on set and blah, blah. And then the other character, what's her name? Jasmine Hughes, I think. She then even wanted to quit because of the way Sinbad and Lisa Bonet were being treated and whatnot.
Oh, serious?
It was a whole thing, a whole scandal. So,
wow.
Interesting. Because obviously it was a spin-off from the Huxtables.
Yeah.
And it was meant to follow her as Denise Huxtable.
In Thingy?
Yeah, in a different world. But then after the first season, she was out. First, she looked a bit sad in the last 2 episodes. I just thought that was a character.
I'm trying to remember all the characters now.
It's
her
young.
in college, right?
Yeah.
So it's got Dwayne in it.
Yeah, it's got Dwayne Wayne.
Dwayne. It's got Sinbad.
And it's got Whitley. That's the Whitley's is Jasmine Hughes. She's the country girl, the proper posh.
Oh yes,
princess girl. Yeah, I really like her. She's a character.
Yeah.
I really like it. I really, really like it.
Yeah, it's a good show. It was a good show.
Oh, more shows like that, man. I feel like I think the only black show I can think about today that's like a sitcom like that is Abbott Elementary. That's got that kind of feel.
Still ain't even seen any of that.
Oh, best show. They're clean. I just love the fact they're sweeping up all the awards. They continue to get what's it called? New seasons. So they need to get to a number so they can be syndicated and they can be on all channels.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And that's when you get. Obviously, they're getting paid crazy now anyway. But so they won't be exclusive to just ABC then, which is really good. But yeah, man. So that's how I'm feeling today, like a boxer. How the rest of you doing?
Yeah, can't complain, man.
No,
just hating the cold, like you said. It's horrible, man.
Much.
It's affecting my hands way too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. Apparently, Brent's used to the cold now, man.
Are you? Such a fake Trinidadian.
I've always not minded the cold.
Is it that you just get on with it? Because being used to something is different to just getting on with it.
No, I actually like it.
Serious? Do you know your blood type?
Nope.
You're a killer. Do you like it? Do you like the cold?
Yeah.
But is that because you're in warmth all day?
No.
So when we leave, you just open the door and feel the cold?
No. So it gives you a crispness of purpose. Like it sharpens you.
Really?
Yeah. And it forces you to keep moving.
Really?
And I like to move, to be active.
That's good.
And obviously because I feel alive in it. So that's why I like the cold.
That's an interesting take.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard that. I never could have guessed someone would say that.
Like the warmth, like it encourages slumber.
Does it?
Yes.
Interesting.
It can do, yeah.
It can, but it depends on if you're lazy. I feel like if you're a lazy person, you're going to be lazy winter, summer, autumn, spring. Because I'm not less productive in summer. And I feel like it feels like I've got more done in summer because it's so bright. It's bright from when I wake up to when I go to bed. And I just feel like, wow, like I've done a good amount of stuff today. But I hear you.
Man, I don't even know why this came to my head here.
Oh gosh, here we go.
It's so stupid. But I was cracking up over the weekend, yeah. I saw a video of Terrence Howard in it.
Oh,
you know, obviously, Brent was a big fan of him. You know,
I am.
Oh, still is.
Still are.
Amazing. You know, he kept talking about wave conjugations and stuff. Stuff that didn't make no sense, yeah. But I was watching these videos of this guy. You know, the same guy that was battling Lord Jamar.
Yeah,
Professor.
Dave, the scientist or something.
Yeah, Professor Dave. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, basically I was just laughing at a lot of that. Yeah, but then he was talking about the flat earthers, innit? And then because remember, Brent, you didn't send me that video, innit? But basically I came across it. You know the video with the flat earthers who went to Antarctica.
Final experiment.
Is that the one?
The final experiment.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Basically, what it is, yeah, is these flat earthers. I think there was like 4 of them, and these are like bona fide representatives of flat Earth world. Yeah, these people, yeah, and they've accepted this trip to Antarctica to look at this 24-hour sun, innit? And obviously all of them went there not believing it was the case. And long story short, they've gone there, set up their cameras. They've come fully equipped, like everything is like no expense thingy spared. Yeah, they've got their drones, they got everything, and they've been there. They've been amazed. Yeah, the fact that there is a sun that just goes. It basically just does this. That's it. It does not set, does not rise, nothing. So it just proves obviously that their whole model of flat Earth is a bunch of garbage. In it. Long story short, the reason why it was so funny is because they was relaying this information back to the flat Earthers.
Oh yeah.
They all turned on them. They said they're shilling, they're grifters, they're all sorts of stuff, saying that they got paid off. They're actually in Las Vegas in a big studio.
A dome.
A dome. The man was saying, listen, it's a green screen. He said, okay, cool. Let me show you my drone. He takes out his drone, films it, films the drone basically going all the way behind him, like several meters, brings it all the way back. They said, oh, no, it's that big dome in Las Vegas. It's got a lot more depth. All sorts of stuff. Saying I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was just so funny though, man. But anyway, yeah.
Do you know, I find funny like the causes that some human beings have. So if the Earth, are these like scientists and stuff? Because if the Earth is flat or it's not flat, what difference does it make to the day?
Their argument, I guess, is that means we're being lied to about everything. We need to question everything. If you can lie to us about this, what else are you lying to us about? I think that's their thing, innit?
I think human beings are so jobless. Like sometimes I think about like the things that people care about and like the things they're so passionate about and they want to fight over and they would like have a heart attack over because they're really going back and forth with people over. And I'm just like, what is your life? Like, what goes on in your day-to-day? Because there's certain things that are important that I don't even think about. Like, for example, Busayo actually, big up Busayo twins, right? She posted a video yesterday about the whole Super Bowl thing. And she was talking about how people like Kendrick who make political statements on the stages and stuff like that, they are risking their career. They're basically risking everything to put those messages on. She's like, what use is it for you to be saying that you follow this conscious rapper and you follow that conscious rapper just for argument's sake to make you feel like you're smarter? But then when these conscious rappers risk things and put things on and put their livelihood on the line by spreading message, you don't do anything with that message they've done. Like you don't follow up and you there's nothing. You just you just listen to it. Say, oh my gosh, that was deep, and you just move on. So it had me thinking about what I'm like as a consumer. But it was just very interesting. Because I thought, actually, there's social issues I really care about. And then there's just some things that I guess I don't care about as much to advocate for the way I do for other things. So it was interesting to be like, okay, is it possible to do not more than one thing, but just to see what you really connect with and blah, blah, blah. So it was very interesting. But yeah, it's just, I find it interesting things that some weird things people care about. Besides cares about good things. Like she's constantly talking about all the wars and genocides happening around the world and stuff. But flat Earth and stuff, Facebook groups, interesting.
Yeah, they're crazy people, man. They're really crazy people. But yes.
But Brent, how are you anyway?
I'm alright, thanks. Question.
Oh no.
We seen this one?
Positive thing that your the father of your child contributed to you to make you a better person. So, for example, like I said, I was married.
My son.
Your son, that's it.
That's it.
There's nothing else good came from being with him. I'll give you an example. So when I told you I was married, she taught me how to drive a manual car. So now I know how to drive stick. So that opened the door to so many different cars I can drive. My last relationship I was in, just a regular girlfriend, she was a big advocate for politics. So I actually voted for the first time with this past election. I was big on not believing in voting or anything, but that was one main thing for her that she wouldn't go for.
Well, that's good to know you're flexible, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like, we don't have a bad relationship or anything like that, but my son is absolutely the best
blessing.
thing.
It's the best thing, for sure, for sure.
It's gonna pop because of that.
I'm sorry.
Don't know, you just been out here.
Okay, and why did you pop her balloon?
I feel like just you didn't have really anything positive to say about the father of your son. And that's very, I don't know if it's shallow or not. You had a very good reason, and I just feel like if you're in any relationship with the person and you're willing to procreate with them and have a baby with them, at least there should be something good that they did to make you a better person at the end of the day.
I agree with you.
But it's not.
It should be.
Yeah. But
Everybody
shit
don't
happens.
have
What
a
they say. Yeah.
fairy
Shit.
tale.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
What do you think about that?
It makes sense to me.
Yeah?
You know, in this world, there are people that just take. They never give you. All they do is take and suck the life out of you. They just take from you. And they can't. When I think about people that I've dated, I will struggle to find the past, obviously. I will struggle to find people that I can say, this is the value they added to my life, or this is something that they encouraged me to do, or this is something that they helped me with. That makes sense to me. There's a reason why stats show that when, like in relationships, in marriages, men have basically fuller lives than women do. Like, it makes absolute sense to me. I get why he feels like he should pop and whatnot, but if they ask his ex what he added to her life or what value he brought, she might struggle. So it's nice for you to judge because you can say something that your ex brought to your life, but then can your ex do the same thing? I get when she says that it was just a child. That the child is valuable. That's the most valuable thing. If she said a car, would you prefer she said a car over the child?
So where do you stand on this?
I stand with sis.
All right.
That's where I stand.
Because I was like, you say you understand where he's coming from.
No, I said her. I never said
Okay.
him. I don't understand where he's coming from.
All right. How about you, Rania?
I see it from both perspectives, to be fair. Like, it makes sense. Like, he sees it as, okay, cool. Like, I think it's more, I'm so cold, man. Sorry. He sees it as something where it's like, if you're the type of person who can make a good judgment call, then surely anything you kind of get into is something where you gain something. Even if it's a lesson of never to go back there again. Something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just living your life in the wind, innit?
That would be a lesson, as in that would be something that she'd gain.
She'll
to
get
never go back
called
again.
bitter.
No, but at least I think he would at least expect that, okay, cool, maybe after X amount of time, I learned X, Y, and Z. I learned to maybe not ignore a particular type of red flag. Something that shows him that you actually saw the situation, assessed it, left with something, and now you're a better person for being there. I think that's basically what he's looking for. It doesn't matter what it is. This is why he gave something as basic as, she taught me how to drive a manual car. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's his perspective, just to see the mindset. And her, I get what she's saying, well, is a situation where the man was so useless that all he gave me was a child. It's the best thing in the world, but still, he provided nothing. And that's the reason why I'm not with him. You know what I'm saying? So I see it from both perspectives.
Do you see it from both perspectives because he has basically used his experience to define the parameters of what he's now expecting her to say? He might have had several different things that she had given him, but she might have had none.
Yeah, 100%.
So what?
But this is what I was saying to you. It's not necessarily, I think, about what it is, but more so maybe her mindset. That even if it was a case of he gave me nothing, how you articulate that shows me that you at least somebody who saw the situation for what it is. You left because there was nothing I was getting from it. You know what I'm saying?
Emmanuel.
I don't think there's a particular give me something, but more so let me see how you respond and take accountability for your role in a particular relationship that amounted to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Given the reason why he gave for popping a balloon, he's not thinking as deep as you're thinking. You're giving that man way too much credit. But also, she definitely will come across bitter if she said he never gave me anything and all I learned was to never go back there.
Yeah, but just expand a bit more though. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm not telling my life story as to that he was a deadbeat loser man.
I think it's even good that she didn't say anything back.
I think it's great. I think it's great she didn't say anything because she could have said, "Oh, he took." Some people ask me about, "Oh, we've got time. I will let you know." Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she could have said, "Yo, he told me nothing. He was so damn useless. All he did was take."
Yeah,
she could have done that, but the question he asked her was, "What is there of value?" And then he gave her the example of, for example, my ex taught me how to drive. My other ex taught me to get into politics, which is embarrassing. I don't know why he would come and say that. And he looks like he's at 40 odd. So saying you're 40 or 40 around the age of 40, and this is the first time you've ever voted is wild. But given the examples he gave, that's the kind of examples he's expecting from her. She has none. She has none, and it makes sense. We're useless people out here. It's crazy. What did you think? I know you said what you thought, Brent.
Yeah, I think like more context needed to be because I mean, her even having a chat, that could have been a one-night stand.
That's true, actually.
And then they could have tried to make a go of it, and then she realized this stranger is a bad guy. So I don't know. I don't know why he's used that as something to now let him know whether she's good enough to now sit down opposite him on a date.
And that's interesting about that show, though, is like the things that because I feel like sometimes as well, I find it interesting. People come on there trying to be deep. They don't want to be. They don't want to be the person asking how tall are you, what job do you. They want to be deep, but it's fake deep because all that depth, and no results. Interesting, man. Interesting.
All right.
Let's get into headlines.
Let's do it. All right, people. So our first headline, Burnley MP Oliver Ryan has become the second MP to be suspended from the Labour Parliamentary Party over his membership of a WhatsApp group which contained offensive messages. Ryan was summoned to a meeting with Chief Whip Sir Alan Campbell after the Mail on Sunday published the messages. Ahead of the meeting, he issued an apology in which he said that the comments in the group have been completely unacceptable and he regretted not speaking out at the time. He follows Andrew Gwynn, who was also sacked as a health minister, in losing the whip after his participation in the WhatsApp group was revealed. Next headline, farmers from across the UK have driven to London to protest against changes to inheritance tax. In October, the government announced it would charge 20% inheritance tax on agricultural assets worth more than £1 million for the first time, although the threshold for some farmers to pay will be £3 million. The change has sparked fierce opposition from farmers who say it will ruin farms and push food prices up. The government has said no tax will be payable on the first £325,000 above the limit, bringing the untaxed total to 1.325 million, basically. And the last headline, trigger warning on this one, armed police have been called to a standoff in a flat above some shops in southeast London. Pictures posted on social media showed a man brandishing a knife outside of a third-floor window above some shops in Lewisham High Street. The Met Police said that there was no indication anyone else was in the property. Lewisham High Street on the A20 remains closed while emergency services are at the scene. The Met Police said that officers were called to a disturbance at about 10:45 GMT. A passerby, Callum Fahim, said that he saw a man leaning out of a third floor window waving a large knife around. There are 2 armed police officers with a gun aimed at him, and they've been like that for a long time now. That's basically what he was saying. He also said, I can't see any signs of any negotiations or anything taking place. There's fire engines, there's police, and there's ambulance. And an ambulance. Yeah, that's it for the headlines.
Okay, let's get into what you're saying topic of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, yeah, it's gonna be a light-hearted one, yeah, and that's it's a bit of a tongue in cheek.
How you have burden in the title talking about the light one? Trigger warning and all. So,
but this is about the rapper called Dank Demos. You know it? Dank Demos.
How can you ask me such a question? How long have you known me now? Do you think I know a person called Dank Demus? Because then it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Dank Demus.
Yeah, and she's a woman.
It's a she.
Yeah, it's a she.
Don't know Danks. I don't know damn Dank.
And I think some people might have heard about this situation before, but the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because she went onto the Breakfast Club, I think yesterday or 2 days ago.
Lyft girl?
Yes.
Oh, why don't you say that? I didn't know her as Dank Demus. I didn't even know that was a name. That sounds like a man's name. The Lyft girl.
Yes.
Oh, big up her. I didn't even mean that. That's not what I meant. I just meant shout outs to her.
There you go. So basically, for those who don't know, yeah, She is a woman, a rapper, who basically called a Lyft to get
that's
some.
why. Because I like her style of dressing.
What happened? What do you mean?
Like, I like it.
Oh.
I was talking about it yesterday. I didn't watch the video though, but I was like, I really like how she
you talking about
dresses.
yesterday?
No, like in my private time.
Oh. And long story short, yeah, she basically called for a lift to get from place to place. And guy turns up, sees her and says, no, sorry. You can't get in this car, innit? Because you're too big in it. And I don't think my car can handle
Like, you better in it. It's an American man.
But he's like, you're too big. And I don't think my car can handle this weight in it. Please call for an XL lift instead.
Okay, fair.
Right? So people obviously had their opinions about that. And you guys can share your opinion on that as well. But again, it's come up again because she went on the Breakfast Club. She sat down in the seat that everybody else sits in, right? Just like everybody else would have sat down in the same seat in that car, in that man's car, innit? But then she says, do you guys have a different seat, right?
I saw Charlemagne picking up the sofa and Reese. It was the whole thing.
Exactly. It was a two-man job, right? And it looked, respectfully, it did look like a booth, innit?
No, actually, he was giving VIP. I liked it, actually. I thought this is nice.
There you go. Right? So anyway, so she sits down and she basically says, this is what I'm talking about. This is good. This is accommodation. So the question...
Girl, no, it's not. They just happen to have that sofa there.
No, but it's she basically just trying to
I suppose they accommodated her, to be fair. They could have said no,
exactly.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Fair.
So the question is, at what point, should it be a case of accommodating people in society? Or should it be that the burden, now there's a burden on me? You know what I'm saying? So for example, now Breakfast Club have to go out their way. Let's just say they didn't have that chair.
Yeah.
To go and provide something for this particular person, just because of you. Everybody else, for the 15 years we've been filming, we've never had to do this, right?
You don't have anyone else my size.
Yes, exactly. But in a situation with the Lyft driver now, he's been criticised. It's all over the news. Lyft has made him apologise.
He's being sued. He said he's been criticised.
There you go.
The lawsuit is his biggest worry.
There you go. Is that fair though? That's basically the question. Is that fair?
First of all, this can really only happen in America. And I feel like America is just a country where you can sue for anything. If I lived in America, I definitely would be the biggest shareholder in the New Black. Like, I would have so much money from just suing for things. It's crazy. But I think her suing would depend on how the guy spoke to her. And because we don't know how the guy spoke to her, fair enough. Because I think there's a respectful way of telling somebody, oh, do you know what? You're not going to be very comfortable in the back of my car because of its size and blah, blah. This is actually a mini, blah, blah, or not even you don't have to bring size into it. Just say that I don't think you're going to be very comfortable in the car. Do you want to try it and see if you are? If not, I'm happy to cancel your thing and then you can get a XL. But if he just said, hey, you're not going to fit in there because then sue him. Well, not sue him, sue the company. Well, sue him too because rude.
But is that fair? Yeah, because from what you're saying, it sounds like he just has to think about the customer. Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah,
right?
You're doing a customer-facing role.
Yeah, 100%. But what about the next customer? So if you spoil my car, how do I pick up the next customer? How do I continue my business?
I hear you, but I think it's just about being respectful.
Yeah.
Because even if he couldn't, he could have said, oh, do you know what, miss? This, I don't even know how you would say it, but he could have been respectful about it. I said, do you want to try and see if you're comfortable and whatnot? And or just say, do you know what? There's ways he could have gone around it. I don't know how he spoke to her. I don't know if he's done any interviews. I don't know if they're going to have him up at the Breakfast Club. I don't know what his story is. But I think there's ways that you can... I think if you're able to accommodate people, then accommodate them. Yeah. I don't think accommodating people is like the worst thing in the world. I think that's what's really going to always break the camel's back. And I think if you're unable to accommodate people, then you can respectfully let them know that.
Yeah.
But they're bigger people in America.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're getting cabs.
They might not, Because a lot of people might have...
Because I think as well with her, to be fair, I think with Ubers and stuff like people have different cars. Because sometimes I've ordered Uber and the little tricycle that's pulled up, I'm like, it's a smart car. This is basically a smart car. So there is that.
But under no circumstances should she be. Sorry, no. Brent, what's your?
No, what are your thoughts?
Respectfully, yeah. How many normal cars, right?
Can fit her?
Yeah.
A lot.
No, realistically.
She can fit my car.
Brent, Brent will come to my car, and I have to push the chair back.
Brent is silly though. When Brent gets Brent is like this in my car.
That's what I'm saying to you. So imagine.
But Brent is tall.
Yeah, but she's wider than Brent.
Yeah, but
a lot.
But that's why I say calm down. So. But that's why I say though it's about how you tell the person, because if I was a Lyft driver, I would have made it to her like, I don't think you're going to be comfortable. I put the onus on her comfort, and I said, "Do you want to try get in the car and see if you're comfortable? If you're not comfortable, then I'm happy to cancel it so you don't get charged, and then you can get an XL or something. You can get a bigger car because the size of my car is the size of my car. To be fair, if I'm being honest, to be fair, she could try and fit in my car, but it depends how she wants to be in the car. Because I've got a very little car, so it depends how she wants to be. But it's about how you. It's about the delivery. It's about how you tell people. Do you get me? Like when Brent gets my car, I don't tell Brent you're too long for my car. I just say I'll push the chair back, but sorry if you're not too comfortable, or your knees. Or I say be careful with your knees. You might hit that little glove compartment thing. Yeah. Do you get me? And I think it's about delivery. But why I do draw, I mean, I haven't watched the interview. I need to watch the full interview. I was meant to do that last night, but I had to go to bed to get 7 hours sleep and whatnot. But I did see a clip around talking about she's out here comparing herself, saying this is, if people can accommodate the LGBTQ plus community, they can accommodate her. And I saw another clip that Charlamagne was like, I don't know about that. And I also saw another clip, but I don't know if it's the media playing games, but I saw something about she said she feels she's skinny in her head. So maybe she's got body dysmorphia. I think I'm fat in my head. So I guess body dysmorphia affects people in different ways.
No.
But I think it's about delivery. These things are about delivery because I feel like society is fat phobic in general. Okay. People don't like fat people, plus size people. People hate them. I don't know what it is, but people just have this disgust and annoyance and just feel like they should stop eating and they just shouldn't exist. Yeah. And that in itself needs to be addressed. Because people say the most horrible things about people that are bigger. So that needs to be addressed anyway. So if he used that same bias that exists in society that we see every single day and spoke to her like that, absolutely he should get sued.
Well, Brent, if you don't mind, in that same thing I sent you, I believe there's a video. Because I myself have not seen a video, but in the chat people are saying there is a video and the guy's actually not being rude. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to...
Well, where he's talking?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So we'll have a look at that and see what's good. But in that situation where he's not being rude though, and she is recording, because obviously we live in an era where everyone's recording something, innit? Yeah. And suing him, all of this sort of stuff. Like, should society be like, wait a minute, Dank Demos, this is your fault, man. This is your fault.
Yeah, but then it's like, is she gonna win the lawsuit though?
But you wasted the man's time, and you know you're in the wrong. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's good.
What? For what? What you saying? What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me, you can. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in a car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah,
so you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL it's called.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry.
What's your name?
Abraham Travis.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, man.
Do you know what? No, sue him actually.
Oh,
because you know what it is? I feel like, first of all, he didn't even let her get in the car and see if she's comfortable or anything like that. It's about how you word it. That's his bias. That's his personal bias against people that are plus sized. Because you didn't let her try and get in the car first. You don't know if she can fit or not. Like, you've just made an assessment in your head about how big you see her. And I feel like people that see people that are big, they see them as bigger than they really are in reality due to their bias. You didn't let her, you didn't see she was, that you didn't do anything like that. The reason why I'm saying that is because when people want to go traveling, I'm sure he does airport runs. I'm sure you do airport runs where you carry 2 big suitcases, you carry one in the front, there's probably 2 passengers in the back or 3 passengers in the back. You never ever consider weights. You're not Lyft. As in when I say you're LYFT, but you're not LIFT. Because Lyft, people say the whole, no more than 10 persons, blah, 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 blah. But I don't see him doing that if someone pulled up to go to an airport, to go to a long distance, when he knows he's going to get good money for it. That was his personal bias. Sue him twice, girl. Stand with her. That's the personal bias.
I'm not going to lie, yeah. I felt sorry for him.
Of course you did. You might have that bias I speak of.
Do you know why? Because he sounded like he's like being really polite.
Nah, man. Just because you say sorry doesn't mean you're being polite.
Yeah, 100%. But
because you're just saying that because he has an accent.
No,
that's not bias. We need to look
he
into.
gave his name. Like,
what do you mean he gave his name? He was on the app anyway.
True, I guess
He
so.
gave his name. He didn't give his name, his last name, his address, where he resides, and say, do you know what? This is my employee number.
Yeah, but
No.
it just didn't seem
Couldn't
like
get anyone's name.
It just didn't seem like he was trying to be bad to her. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was, but that's the thing though. Just because he didn't pull a knife on her, or didn't call her stupid, or didn't call her fat, or didn't insult her, doesn't mean that his intentions went bad.
I get you.
Because if I was a Lyft driver, I would say, my car's quite small. Do you want to try and see if you're... Not even my car's quite small. Do you want to see if you're comfortable? Or when you're going to go back, are you comfortable, miss? Are your legs okay? Blah, 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 blah. But I do that for people that get in my car on a normal day anyway. There's no way you're going to tell me that you're worried about the weight of your car and the tires when I know, because you're a Lyft driver. That's what you do. Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, Bolt drivers, all the drivers that do this public driving, this is what they do. You do long distances with wherever. And he's talking about he's a skinny mini. I don't know what he looks like with these audience on his head, but it just sounds like he's got a belly. What are you talking about? No, I'm glad she's suing. Especially when she's like, oh no, I've been in these cars before. Like, that's different.
Yeah.
You just didn't even try. You just saw her and said, nope, not today.
Yeah.
No, man, he does. That is discrimination.
I hear you.
It's discrimination.
Brent, what's your thoughts on this, man? Where do you stand?
Sorry. I just remembered Brent's personal.
Remember, I have a
So I'm
condition.
laughing.
So I'm even looking at this.
Oh,
and-
yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. It's triggering, bro.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at your trauma.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. But that's
I'm
all right.
having a drama.
That's fair. That's fair.
Love and light.
Yeah, let's not get you
Worked
in
up.
trouble.
Never in trouble.
Yeah,
Worked
I'm
up.
worked up.
So I don't know what happened before she started filming, right? But what I'm seeing is that, like, he's really fearful. Like, there's anxiety in his
No,
voice.
you're projecting.
It's
Stop it.
trembling.
Stop
His
it.
voice is
That's
trembling.
what you be
And I
doing.
want to know why it's trembling. I want to know if, obviously, he's using his own car. In my head, he's using his own car. And I don't know if it is the insurance, like Lyft covers any damages done to his own vehicle. I don't know if it works like that.
But then that's the thing about you. The insurance you get covers the fact that you do this you use your car for business. So Lyft wouldn't, but your personal insurance does that. Like my insurance for like social and domestic stuff like that. But his would be for business, so he's covered.
And I think that might be the case.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, they tell you don't overload your car. Because we can't cover it if it is you decide to basically put
How
a
many
whole
business-
elephant on the top of the
How many
the
business car
thing
insurance
with
have you taken out?
Pardon the use of
About
the
they-
elephant.
they
I just
don't
use a
overload
big
your car.
animal. I just use a big animal. I wasn't trying to compare it to an elephant. It's not an
We should have
elephant.
never let you speak.
Remember, I'm covered because
Covered by what?
By the
traumatic for me.
blood.
This is traumatic for me.
Don't
I'm
matter.
not allowed to say things.
You don't get to call someone else trauma because you got trauma. Don't work like that.
No, well, all right. Let me just not use an elephant. Let me just say,
Definitely
you
not.
place a house on top of your car and your entire chassis just bang.
Why do you think that's
They're not
big?
going to cover you for
Why do
that.
you think that's better? So you
What?
think
I'm just talking about weight. And
you think she weighs as so tell me this. Someone going to the airport with two no, you're here now.
I need to finish.
2 suitcases. You don't have to because what you're saying is where you're I'm saving you.
No,
actually.
I don't want to be saved.
Okay, that's fine. Go on.
Already,
Then.
I'm a victim.
I don't Go on.
I'm a victim.
Finish what you're gonna say.
I'm a victim covered.
Finish what you're gonna say. Go on.
So basically,
She's a house on the car. Go on.
no, she's not. If you've gone to your insurance company and they find out you've overloaded your vehicle and it's
Yeah.
broken down because of that,
Yeah.
I don't know if they pay out for that.
Okay, fair.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I just mentioned weight. So I started with elephant. I was like, all right, I know
back.
that might be too close to home. So I've mentioned a house.
Okay, fair.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. But if I was a driver, obviously I'd be like, as soon as I see it, because of my trauma, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, come in. I want to see what you look like. Because in my mind, she's going to be like horizontal.
She has to be.
Yeah.
Well, laying down in the car.
And she'd be lying down in my mind. That's the only way she fits, right? So I'm going to tell her, all right, come in, cool. And then I'll be like, don't worry about the car going down. I'm fine with that, right? Just come in, and then I'll ask if she feels comfortable. And then if she doesn't, I'll be like, all right, cool. At least can you put a seatbelt on? Because that's what you're supposed to be able to do. Because if it is, you get in an accident, and I'm going to be liable for this because I allowed you to be in the car without being able to put the seatbelt on. Do you understand these things that are flying through my head? But either which way, I'm going to let her make that particular decision to now try this, and then I'll say, well, you can't put a seatbelt on, and I don't feel comfortable. Especially now that I know that she feel me. I don't feel comfortable driving without your safety at my priority. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But that's how I've done it, and it's only because I know that in the age in which we live in, I can't just say stuff like that and her not look to basically sue me, because that's for me that's wild. But I will use my common sense and find a way around bringing her common sense.
You know what? Yeah, Esther, you made a point about the
Luggage.
Yeah. To be fair, she weighs considerably more than a lot of luggage.
Yeah. So what does she? Do you have what she weighs there?
Yeah, man.
What is it?
489 pounds, which is
Now I need in kg.
which is 221 kg.
All right. So we've got 2 luggages. Let's just say, what's the average? No, you just don't want to go there. What's the average weight of a luggage? Is it like 32?
No.
23?
23.
Okay, so we've got 23, right?
Yeah.
So we've got 2 23s in a car, 46. Then the person's got 10 kg as well, so 56. The person that's riding in the car, let's just say 85. And that's low. 85. What is that? You're a mathematician.
What's that for number again?
So 22, 23, 56 plus 85. It's like 140 something or something like that. Hold on.
Yeah, like yeah.
Hold on.
Like 150 something.
So 23 and 23 plus the 10 luggage and the person weighs 85. That's 141. What does she weigh in kilos?
221.
And then the person has another wife. There's 2 people in the car. Let's just add an extra 75. That's 216, man. Don't be silly.
But
what I'm saying to you is
that is all
spread out.
So you know what I mean? Like the car can carry it.
I don't think so. I think these are poor excuses. I'll be very honest with you.
Because you know she can't, when she gets in, respectfully, when she gets in, she can't skate over to like the middle part. It's too tight. So she can be on one side.
I doubt it. But I think she can, how do I say this in a nice way? I think she will even out the back enough for that. Because when anyone else gets in Ubers, we don't stop at a light and then for me to change position quickly and then stop at another light and I change position quickly to even out your tires. I just feel like there's other ways he could have said. I feel like the respectful thing, if you're doing public facing jobs, you just can't deny people service because of your personal biases. I feel like what Brent said was perfect, actually. Get in the car. Is she comfortable? Okay, yes, I'm comfortable. Have you got your seatbelt on? I haven't. I'm sorry, I can't drive you unless you got your seatbelt on, unless you can put your seatbelt on. And you know what? I apologize because actually maybe I should have, I now know moving forward to actually have extenders to be more accommodating. It's about the way you say things. He pulled up, took one look at her and said, nope. Sorry, sue. And I hope she does win. People are being very, very out of order about it. And again, I feel like it's just the biases that society has about, about people that are plus sized. You can't just assume that because she's big, she can't fit anywhere. And she's telling you, I get lifts all the time. Nobody has ever said this. I've got a friend who has the same car. It's never been an issue. How do you think she really realistically gets around on a scooter? Don't be silly.
I hear it.
If you're in public facing roles, you have to have sense. That's just the bottom line of it. You've got to have sense. Don't agree with the whole. I don't know where I stand. I need to watch the full interview for the whole LGBTQ thing, but I'll come with that another day. But I get why she feels that, because you can't. He literally saw her. That's so disheartening. You saw me and you were like, nope, can't fit you. Nope, didn't even unlock the doors, anything like that. I feel like she started recording as soon as he said no, I can't get you in, and she's like, and she brought a camera and said, sorry, say that again. You can't do stuff like that. Like, come on.
Yeah,
That's silly, man.
I hope at very least, like, people check out her music, man, because obviously she's good, isn't it?
Have you listened to it?
Obviously never heard of her before. You know what I'm saying?
I think the music is good.
No, I'm saying hopefully, you know what I mean? Because at least that's brought some attention to her, and she can use it for something positive.
Yeah.
At very least, you know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Pick up her, man.
Yeah. All right, people. I think we can wrap it up there.
All right, let's get into more headlines. I'm not comfortable with you talk like that. Don't you dare talk like that and think that I'm going to co-sign your foolishness.
Trauma, man.
I don't care.
That's my trauma,
You
man.
need to get help.
I have tried to be honest.
You have a lot of
keep
therapists around
leaning
you.
into it.
No, you haven't. Making jokes is not you getting help. You need to actually go and get help. You can't rely on the trauma excuse anymore. You're not a victim, right?
I am a victim.
You're a victim of the fact that you're not going to get help.
I have sought help.
How? What kind of help did you seek?
To be honest, the first person I went to, like, resembled.
So you thought that was going to help your trauma?
I know I didn't go through it with it.
What was that? I don't know. I'm asking. What was the purpose of that meetup? Was it just to see if you can be around someone like that?
No, it was
A therapist.
a therapist, yeah. But she resembled my
So you cancelled your therapy session.
100%.
So then why didn't you go?
She did email to ask like why,
And then
I
what
said,
did you say?
Yeah, then I told her. I said, okay, cool.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Because you always say you'd never try therapy. So this is interesting that all of a sudden now.
That's true. I didn't go through this.
Yeah, but you've never said you even attempted.
Yeah, I've talked to Dr. Amani a few times.
That's not
In fact,
therapy.
I've even asked her
What you
if
start
she
doing is
can
not therapy.
therapize me.
No, that's not therapy.
And she said, conflict of interest.
All right.
I could be so wicked right now, but I'm gonna choose not to. I'm gonna let you save your trauma. That's why I traumatize you more.
Oh,
So
good.
fair.
All right, people.
Did you share your opinion on the
Video.
no Kendrick Lamar's
Oh, we're gonna talk about it in
halftime
Word and Road.
performance? All right, so you can touch on
Yeah,
it
you
then.
tell us then.
But how about the Kanye West debacle, the thing that you gave to us yesterday?
Oh, man. He's gone too far, man.
All right. Okay.
Oh wow, never
Yeah.
thought I'd see the day.
What? I'm not that bad. He's just, he's gone too far, man.
But what was it that?
Yeah, what in particular? Because he said a lot.
Yeah, where's the line? What was the line for you?
To be fair, I'll be honest, there's a lot of stuff I have not read or seen in it. But when I thought this is too much, to be fair, I think he went too far from that day we were reading out some of these tweets anyway. But when he went to the point of no return was when he started talking about Cassie and putting up the pictures and saying Diddy and my friend and
Love.
whatever the stuff he was saying. Yeah.
His twin.
What?
Call him his twin.
See what I'm saying?
He called Diddy his twin.
Yeah.
I've been bring his account back.
I just thought, this. What are we doing here? But this is why I was saying yesterday, yeah, or at least I was trying to say, like with him, I feel like it's different because I feel like he's got problems. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's a normal, respectfully, like his brain's not functioning correctly. I don't think.
Yeah, but then the conversation we were having yesterday with Brent and I was that then at what point then do we hold him accountable and not like what if he doesn't have problems?
Yeah.
What if he's just an asshole?
Mike, I don't think they can.
He knows what
Sorry.
he's doing.
Yeah,
man.
like what if he's just this way? Like it's not a problem.
Yeah, well,
And even if he is a problem, because I said even if he's a problem, I don't care anymore. Because he's got so many access to so many resources that he could get help for. Because he last reminded us that he's a billionaire. He got so much access to that, and you've chosen not to. So I can't have empathy for you when you've chosen not to get help, and you know that not getting help terrorizes people, harms people. So there's no empathy.
but what if his issues is inhibiting his ability to make that decision to be like, okay, cool, let me go and seek somebody? Because remember that the money's got to his head too. he feels like he's probably one of the most powerful people in the world. Who are you to tell me anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does somebody like that seek help or get help or take on the advice of somebody who gives them help? You know what I mean?
But you see, my issue is that the things that he was spouting, like I've heard them before from people who you would deem as sane, and they're not billionaires.
Yeah.
So he's not saying anything that is tantamount to mental instability.
Yeah, but he might say it, like, even if he did believe it, right? If his mental capacity was there, he might not say anything at all, or might just say something small. You know what I mean?
You do realize anything that he has said, if you sat down and discussed it with him, you would be like, oh, you do have a reason as to why you've said this. There's actually reasoning behind it. It's not just turrets.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I told you people this story before. I remember when I was working in a bank here, there's this guy, I won't mention his name, because imagine after all these years, I still remember this guy's name. He was at the entrance of the bank here. Came in, he had like them nylon bags you get from newsagent, the blue ones, yeah? So he had his belongings in there, important belongings. He's left at the entrance, he's come in, he's left it there, yeah?
See the way I would panic.
And he's there waiting. And then it's like he turns around every now and again just to make sure no one's touching his belongings, right? So he's left at the door. Comes in anyway. I'm chatting to him. See what he wants. Then I get into a conversation with him. He tells me about all the things. Basically he wanted some money, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Printing out the receipts slip for him to basically sign. And I've noticed that he's got the paper for so long. But I don't really mind because I'm just talking to him, whatever. Yeah. Talking to me like normal. Tells him about all the jobs he's been doing. This man tells me he used to work for the UN. Told me he knows George Bush. Tells me he knows Clinton. There's no okay. The man is insane.
You never know.
No,
no.
I know.
You never know.
No.
Don't you watch enough Netflix?
No, I can never accept it in life. Right? This guy telling me all the stuff he does. Telling me about the Russians. Telling me it started off normal. Then it just went somewhere else and he told me about all sorts of crazy things. And I'm there listening to him. And I'm
holding up the queue.
He's just talking. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. Then he gives me the slip, right? With his signature. I look on the back of the slip. Everything he's told me, he's written down. He's told me every occupation. He tells me about Bush. He tells me about his safe deposit box. He tells me about Clinton. He tells every single thing you could conceive of is on the back of that slip. And I thought, this man's insane. Yeah. Insane. I say all of that just to say, the man could tell me.
No.
No, I'm telling you, Brent.
You said that for you it was the Cassie stuff, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen Negroes online defending Diddy in relation to Cassie, saying she chose to be with that particular man?
Yeah, of course.
So I don't understand how you're saying that this example of this man who has met all these dignitaries and world leaders.
Work with them, yeah.
It's the same as this. I don't get it.
The point I'm trying to make is that he was able to articulate himself and say stuff.
No,
right?
I understand that, but that you being able to coherently hold conversation about something that you believe to be true. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the defense made that people still make for Diddy. You do realize that I'm still bucking people today that are saying free Diddy. And they have this black man agenda. They're trying to. I'm seeing people today saying it. Of course. So when you're saying that was the straw for you that made you think that he was cuckoo or Cocoa Pops, I could show you so many other black men who you have to keep that same energy.
No, it's not that. It's not that makes me think that he's got a mental issue. I thought he had mental issues from before. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he says certain things. But I just thought this is too much now. Like somebody take the phone from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Is it a mental instability where you feel that he's saying things he doesn't believe? What is it? What is the mental? Is it the splitting or the splidging of the rhetoric he's saying? What is it that you're saying is the instability part of it? What is it?
I'm not too sure, but what I think it is that there's no filter in his head. There's no there's no like his thoughts don't bounce back against any walls in his head.
All right.
For him to hear.
So you're saying that there is no stress testing of his thoughts
Nothing.
before it goes out. Do
Nothing.
you think that is sign of mental instability?
I think to some degree, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So people who have ADHD, because Jordan Stevens basically said the same thing. He never used to look to stop anything. It's as he thought it's supposed to
came
go
out,
out.
yeah.
Like there's never supposed to be any wrestling of should it be in this particular environment or not. Here you go. You're saying that that's a mental instability? Now, bear in mind, I'm not suggesting that ADHD isn't something that happens in your mind, because obviously it is, but that's not what you're saying he has, right?
I can't diagnose him in it, but I'm just saying, whatever's happening in his head, I don't think happens to average people at all. I think there's something that's different for him, and because he's got so much power, there's no one to help rein him back. That's what I think. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's bipolar. I don't know. I know nothing about that. I'm just saying something. The normal Kanye, the man of like 15 years ago, is no more. Something has happened. That's basically what I'm saying. And it's sad to see him up there just yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that can stop him. You know what I mean? That's basically what I'm trying to say.
So does Trump suffer from the same thing?
I don't know. I don't think Trump. No, I don't know. Why? No.
Because you're there saying there's no filtering, there's no.
No, it's different, Brent. Come on, man.
And now tell me how it's different.
When has Trump ever spoke like what Kanye's doing? The man's just in cap locks, just talking reckless. Poor grammar,
Africa is a what?
No, come on, man. People say that every day. Every day. You may not like to hear it, but
that's
people
what I'm telling you. The things that he's saying, there are people who are saying that every day. They just happen to be racist.
Yeah, I understand.
They just happen to be misogynist.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah, but it's not about what you say; it's how you say it. I think
the reason why I'm going back and forth with you is because I don't like how he's not held to account for the things he's saying. It's now just said, no, he has a sickness, please have empathy. That's the issue
I'm
for
not
me.
saying that. I'm not asking anybody to have empathy. I'm just basically saying I'm seeing somebody that I think has a mental issue. That's all I'm basically saying. And I think it's like, if we think this is bad, if nothing happens, I think it's just going to keep getting worse.
And
that's
the way
basically what I'm saying.
He weaponizes and manipulates the black community in order to get his way, brother, I'm sorry, I can never, ever, ever have any empathy towards this guy again. I can't. I really can't, because I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I think he's allowed himself to be used by the devil, whichever demons or spirits that are entering up inside him. I fully believe he's allowed him access. Do you understand? So I can't be seeing this and thinking this and seeing him manifest in this particular manner and be like, nah, please. He needs compassion and all of that kind of stuff.
So do you see him as just somebody who is
attention seeker
and misinformed?
Misinformed?
Yeah.
About what?
About his opinions are a bunch of crap.
No. Specificity. What is he misinformed about? Because I believe he believes every single last word he's saying.
Yeah, I know he believes it.
So
but I'm just saying,
what's the misinformed part?
About everything he said. Everything he said is just wrong information, isn't it?
Give me an example.
He said you should whip Jewish people. What? He said that it's okay for basically a man to be off his wife.
Wait, stop. Whipping Jewish people.
Yeah.
Have you ever met anybody who believes that the Jews should be slaves?
No.
There's a whole what's it called? The Israelites. What's it called? Black Israelites?
Okay, yeah.
I've been watching a few of these videos, right?
Yeah.
They believe that white people are going to be black people's slaves once Jesus comes back or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you know that, or am I just making it up?
No, you're right.
That's what they believe. That's what they believe.
It's not the same though, Ben. Because they're not actively going out there trying to do this. They believe that when Jesus comes back, there'll be something.
Start again. You said just now that he said Jewish people should be whipped.
Yeah, they should be. You should make them slaves.
All right. And why did he say that? You don't know.
I don't know.
All right. And you said that nobody else believes that other than mental ill people.
People don't believe that, innit? Like, at least that's what I'm thinking, innit? But obviously, you're talking about the black Hebrews.
Because I've just recently been watching these videos.
Okay, cool. But let's obviously make a distinction. Like, not all black Hebrew groups are the same, innit? There's many who don't subscribe to any of that nonsense, innit?
I don't know about the many stuff. I've never seen many. I've only seen the ones that I've seen, and all of them subscribe
The
to the same
outlandish
thing.
ones, of course, they get the most notoriety, but the many black Hebrew Israelite groups do not
Again,
subscribe to that
I don't
at all.
know what you're talking about. I can only go by what I've seen.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that for the viewers
If you can
as well.
send it to me, then I'll then entertain that because I've only seen the counter.
So, do you think that, based on what you've seen, you think that's just a doctrine of black Hebrew Israelites?
No, just the ones I've seen. I have to stress again, just the ones I've seen.
But this is why I'm saying to the people that that's not the case. Innit? I know that's
I
all
just
you've
asked
seen.
you, send me the information. I'm not going to distrust you. Just that I've seen what I've seen from their lips. Are you a black Hebrew Israelite?
No, but I know I studied.
Then
the groups.
send it to me. I'm asking you to educate me.
All right,
Let
cool.
me learn.
I'll try and find something. All right, but that's besides the point, though, isn't it? What we're talking about is the fact that even if there's some people that believe this, that's part of their religious belief, right? And they believe the Messiah will come through the clouds with 200 million different black angels and make that happen. They're not trying to, on an everyday basis, trying to make white people their slaves. They're not doing that. They're not attacking white people, Brent. They're not attacking Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the distinction I'm making between
all right,
him
cool. So
and Kanye.
you are
Kanye.
saying everything that he said, it should be taken as gospel.
What do you mean? In what capacity?
You just said just now that they're not attacking Jewish people, and that's what Kanye West was suggesting that should happen, yes?
The black Hebrew Israelite that you're talking about. Yes,
no,
from what
you
I'm
just
talking
said
about.
just now that Kanye West said that the Jews should be whipped, yes?
Yeah, take them as slaves.
Yes. So you're saying he means that literally, right?
I mean, I think so, but again,
All right,
I've not
then.
read.
So you say that he means that literally. When I said telling you about Trump and him saying what he's saying, you're saying, no, don't take that literally.
Because I don't think Trump has
This is
a mental
fascinating.
disorder like Kanye West.
This is fascinating. So
This isn't difficult, man.
So you believe? Don't just say this is not difficult. You
No,
just
because
said
why
you
are you
just
saying
said
they're the same?
that everything that Kanye West says we should take literally. Am I
I did
wrong?
not say you sound like Piers Morgan. I'm not saying you should take everything literally. I'm basically, and again, remember, there's so many I've not read. That's just one thing.
I'm going to get to the second one.
Okay,
I'm just focusing on the first one. So
Yeah.
we shouldn't take what he said literally.
Who, Kanye West?
Yes.
I can't tell anybody how to take the
I'm
particular thing.
asking you. You just said just now. He mentioned that we should whip Jews. Yes.
I would not blame somebody if they were to interpret what he's saying as something that you should take literally.
Nice.
I wouldn't.
All right. The second one is what?
What do you want to say?
Other than what the Jew stuff. This is the second thing.
He was talking about Diddy and Cassie, innit?
And what was it?
He said something like, what did he say? Something along the lines of, if you love somebody, you beat them. Say, I'm getting it wrong. I don't want to put words into his mouth, innit? So, like, yeah, I've only read it like once. You know what I'm saying? And again, I've not read anything in succession. I didn't read it from his actual page, innit? It's just stuff that I've just seen up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know enough.
All right, cool. Let's move on. Sorry, people. I just really detest that man. Everything that he encompasses that man. Everything that he presents.
Everybody doesn't
and
like him,
whatnot,
you
it's just distasteful. Everything about it is this, and I hate the fact that he's black. I hate it.
No,
I hate it.
do you know how cheeky he was? He said, what's it called? He's talking about Kendrick's performance, talking about how they put black people against each other. You are the black against all the other blacks, you mug. Anyway.
And I hate that he loves Trump. I hate it.
I hate everything. Who was that? Was like in that song? I hate his face. I hate the way
That's
he walks.
Kendrick
That
Bars. Yep, Kendrick Bars.
Is it Kendrick or Kanye?
That's Kendrick. It's Kendrick.
That's Kendrick. Oh, yeah, it is,
I think it was Kendrick, yeah. I hate the way you talk, the way he walks.
Damn it.
Yeah, that was hard, you know. Anyway,
Bar.
so Hamas has said it is delaying the release of Israeli hostages indefinitely over violations of the ceasefire deal, prompting Israel's defense minister to put the country's military on alert with orders to prepare for any scenario in Gaza. So mediators fear that a breakdown of the 3-week-old ceasefire, Egyptian security sources told Reuters, and have postponed talks until they receive a clear indication of Washington's intent to continue with the phased deal. Israel's security cabinet has moved forward a meeting to discuss negotiations on the second phase, which had been set for Tuesday evening, so basically today. The army has cancelled all leave for soldiers in the Gaza division, And this is obviously another sign that the Israeli authorities are preparing for the resumption of war. Late on Monday, Hamas said that the door remains open for the next hostage prisoner exchange due to take place on Saturday. In a statement, the militant group said that it had intentionally made this announcement 5 days before the scheduled prisoner handover, allowing mediators ample time to pressure Israel towards fulfilling its obligations. They also added that the door remains open for the prisoner exchange batch to proceed as planned once the occupation complies. Next headline, Donald Trump, the US president, has said that 2 million Palestinians who would be resettled in neighboring countries under his plan to take over and rebuild the Gaza Strip would have no right of return. He was speaking to Fox News and he said no, they wouldn't, because they're going to have much better housing. I'm talking about building a permanent place for them. A clip of the interview was released the day after Trump said that he was committed to buying and owning Gaza, despite global condemnation of the plan that he unveiled last week. The Palestinian Authority and the armed group Hamas, whose 16th month war with Israel has caused widespread devastation in Gaza, reiterated that Palestinian land was not for sale. But the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised Donald Trump's proposal as a revolutionary and creative idea. The UN has warned that any forced displacement of civilians from occupied territory is strictly prohibited under international law and is tantamount to ethnic cleansing. Last headline.
Nope.
What happened?
Not going past that just now. What did you just say?
About
What's the headline? What is
Trump.
the article you just talked about?
There will be no right of return for Palestinians.
What does that mean? What is he saying?
That they can't come back. That if basically you get some housing in another country, a nearby country, then that's it.
Are we to believe that?
If this particular thing happens, yeah, why not?
And only then is when we should believe it. Not when he's saying that. Remember, myself and Ramsey were telling you the other day, this is like ethnic cleansing. You're like, you're not going to believe everything that he's basically saying. It's come on.
No, you're mixing things up. So I believe ethnic cleansing is happening right now. So the ethnic cleansing thing is not a new thing. I was saying to you, I don't believe he would ever, right, get an opportunity to remove 2.2 million Gazans from Gaza. I don't believe that. If you guys believe it, fair enough, fine. The entire world will be against it. That's what I'm basically saying. So because the entire world is against it, he will have no support and it will not happen.
Trump.
That's basically, yeah. That's
I don't care about the entire world being against him.
No, but there's still
Wait,
some sort of political
stop. As you're still on the thought.
Yeah.
Repeat what you're saying that you said.
I'm saying there's basically worldwide condemnation. No country would support his plan. Not openly anyway.
All right. And at the time you had said, don't believe what he's saying because he's just talking, right?
I'm saying I don't believe what he's saying. If you guys want to believe, that's fine. I'm not saying anyone should do it.
Lovely.
I'm
and
saying
what did you just read?
That there's no right of return for Palestinians.
What does it mean?
It means if they go to a nearby country and he settles them there, then they won't be able to come back.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Continue.
Where's the link?
You don't see a link in that?
Not at all. I'll tell you why.
Of him saying the same thing?
Yes, 100%. I don't see the link.
Run it.
Because I'm saying to you, the first step, getting them gone, won't happen. To me. If he gets them gone and they are gone to neighboring countries, he gets Egypt, he gets Lebanon, he gets all these neighboring countries to take 2.5 million Gazan people, then 100%, I don't see them come back. I don't believe the first step is going to happen. That's what I'm saying to you. I don't believe it at all. But that's just me.
Let me just get this clear, because people like to say I'm being very obtuse when it is I ask you to be clear with what you've said and what you've just read, right? Cool. In my mind, what you've just read, is it just him doubling down on what he had said earlier?
Yeah, he's saying his idea again, yeah.
All right, right? That's my understanding of what you've just read.
Okay.
So where you say you don't believe it, and we're telling you it's not just that you don't believe something, it's dangerous that he's saying it on a worldwide stage.
Okay.
He's now doubled down on it.
Okay.
And are you telling us that we shouldn't believe him because you don't believe he's going to do it?
I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I don't care about that. I'm telling you, I personally don't believe him. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't believe him or the president after him is going to be able to move 2.5 million Gazans out of Gaza. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
I could be wrong. I didn't think there was going to be a lockdown with COVID. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think there was going to be a worldwide lockdown, but I was wrong. I don't know everything. But to me, I don't believe he's going to be able to do that.
All right. So now,
If he did,
so now you're saying, and this is why I compared him to Kanye before.
Cool.
You're telling us, do not listen to what he's saying. No, that's what you're saying. You said you don't believe him.
I'm not telling anybody to do
Forget
anything.
about that. That's the irrelevant part of it. You're not
cool.
telling me to listen to him.
Yes.
What you're articulating, what you're communicating whilst the mic is in front of you, is that you don't believe him.
No.
Lovely.
I don't
And
think he can
that's
make
fine.
it happen.
That's fine. And even though he's saying things, you don't believe him.
No.
And the reason why I compare it is that even though Kanye West was saying things, you believe him.
I believe that Kanye wants something. Yes, of course. I also believe that Trump may want this. It's not going to happen though.
All right, cool. Thank
In
you.
my opinion.
You can continue now.
All right. So our last headline: MPs are in line for an above-inflation pay rise this year to reach annual salary of 93,904. This is what the body that decides parliamentary salaries has announced. The IPSA, which is the Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority, has proposed a 2.8% pay rise for MPs for the next financial year from April. This will take their annual pay from £91,346 to £93,904 and represents a rise of nearly £20,000 over the past 10 years. MPs also claim expenses for their staff, for their office costs, accommodation, and for travel as well. The IPSA said that the increase is in line with government pay recommendations for public sector workers. Its proposal will go to consultation. However, since IPSA was set up in 2011 in response to the 2009 MPs expenses scandal, all its recommendations for MPs' pay have been accepted. The rise is above inflation, which stands at 2.5%, which is above the Bank of England's 2% target. And that's it for headlines. Time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into word on rap. Not much. Oh, I changed it up. Sorry, Brent. I forgot to tell you when you were talking about Kanye.
That's all right. And Makimnium. If you want to be mad at Trump, simply look at what he's doing in South Africa. He's not doing anything. He's just talking. That's what your man was saying.
He's gonna do it
What?
though. Oh, I get you.
Yeah, that's what your man was
He's
saying.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
And he's doing
Don't
this
listen to what.
Nigeria
Don't listen to what he's saying with his mouth. Don't worry about that. Anyway.
Just like Iman told us in great.
Sorry, I
2022.
apologize, Iman. I spoke for you. What is your response to that? What's your response to that message?
It doesn't even matter, bro.
No, please. What's your response to this message? Go on. I'm gonna put
What's
it up
the
so
message
you can-
again?
I'll read it again. Hold on. There you go.
If you want to be mad at Trump, simply look at what he's doing in South Africa. Yeah, I mean, he's threatened to sanctions in South Africa, innit? If the South Africans take away land from the whites. Yeah, that's it. The president's saying he's going to potentially do it. And Trump's saying that we'll withhold aid. That sounds like something that's doable. Be annoyed. Sounds like there's something that's doable. If you want to be annoyed, be annoyed. But to get 2.5 million Gazans out of Gaza and never let them return, to me, again, maybe I'm naive, maybe I know nothing at all. I don't see that happening. The entire world will be against it.
Yeah,
and I think that makes a difference.
Everyone being against it makes no damn difference though.
We definitely
Because
need
look at
support to do that.
look at how the Israel, and when Israel was doing what they were doing, everyone was saying, "Oh my gosh, free Israel, free Israel."
Yeah.
And then when it was like, "No, actually, no, what's happening here is not right," then everyone turned against Israel. Didn't stop what he was doing.
No, but you still got countries, European countries, who support Israel, who still say they have a right to defend themselves. There's no right of nothing here. This is illegal occupation. On top of that, ethnic cleansing.
But what I
on
mean
top
though
of
is that unless he's asking the countries to come and help him cleanse the people, their opinions doesn't matter.
No, it's
Like,
a bit more
okay,
than
yeah,
that.
you stop working with, maybe, okay, you stop doing this with America, you stop doing that with America, but the way he sounds is that we're trying to do our own thing anyway. Like, that's not strong enough to make him not do it.
I hear you, but there has to be, within reason, some sort of support from other world powers. Otherwise, you could potentially start some crazy wars. Like certain things could occur. And if no one, I'm saying no one, even including the UK, including France, including Germany, the biggest superpowers in the world, next to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they're all saying, this is ridiculous, don't do this, we do not support this. That's different to those same nations saying, we support Israel's right to defend itself. You know what I'm saying?
So when they say we don't support this, what do you think they're going to do?
What does that materialize like?
Yeah,
I get you. I get you.
Because if you say, oh my gosh, I don't stand with America doing this, oh my gosh, everyone gets on their little, they're in their offices and on the worldwide stage and say, oh my gosh, we do not like what Trump is doing. What Trump is doing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get you.
Like, that doesn't materialize to anything that will make Trump stop it.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
stop Russia, didn't stop Israel. Like,
I mean, it's hard to see these countries put sanctions and do certain things. But as much as America is the most powerful country in the world, they're still not like they can't just do anything. For example, when he tried to put tariffs on Canada and Mexico, they immediately said, okay, cool, 25% tariff back on America. What happened? It made them talk. And he stopped the tariffs for 30 days so they can figure out some sort of trade deal. Because like it matters. Like you have to like consider the economic repercussions to your country. You know what I'm saying? So if these other countries are saying we don't back this and they're outspokenly saying this, to me it's different, isn't it? But again, people can believe it. I'm not saying what he's saying is not an issue, him saying it, but I just don't believe it will happen at all. I really don't.
You're fixated on 2.2 million, right?
Yeah.
How about if it's 100,000?
I don't think that can happen. But why 100,000?
Because it's not 2.2. Because you in your mind it's the extreme, right?
It's not an extreme. It's what he's saying. It's not the extreme. It's what he's saying.
Am I the only person in this room?
Well,
Am I the only person in this room?
You said I'm focused on the extreme, right?
Oh, yes, to get into Wooded Road, please.
What? I don't get it.
No.
What's the issue?
Not doing
unfortunately, the
this.
first one is not great. Trigger warning.
Right.
Diddy has another lawsuit against him.
What?
Yeah, there's another one. Another lawsuit against Diddy. Fair, no surprise there really. At this point, it's just I need to know the actual tally. I need to know what number we're on. But anyway, trigger warning. This is of SA. So trigger warning. So basically, he's being sued for he's been accused of sexually assaulting a man in 2022. So this guy is being represented as well by Tony Busby, and he's known as John Doe because he's come forward anonymously, right? And he says that this happened in LA in November 2022, and he was basically scouted while busking on the streets outside of a popular nightclub. What does busking mean? Like a streetwalker?
No. You know those people who you see in the train stations or outside, either playing music or
you're trying to get some kind of change?
Yeah, it's a hustle.
Okay. Oh, hustling. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it says so basically he says that he was busking outside of a popular nightclub in LA, and what's his name? Diddy's associates basically invited him to an exclusive A-list birthday party at a private home. And then that's where he met Diddy. And he says that he was given a drink. So he's known as John Doe. He was given a drink that was allegedly drugged. And he also said that Diddy allegedly made numerous promises to help him secure a major recording contract. So the guy he's described in the lawsuit as a young musician. So Diddy apparently he was given a drink, given a drink, and he was made numerous promises to help him secure a major recording contract. And then he says that he was incapacitated from the drugs, and he was forcefully coerced into performing oral sex before he was then raped, basically. And he says that because of Diddy's power and notoriety, he was shocked. He was embarrassed, he was shocked, but he also was scared not to come forward, basically. And he's seeking a jury trial that would award compensatory damages for all physical injuries, emotional distress, psychological harm, anxiety, humiliation, physical and emotional pain and suffering, family and social disruption, and other harm in an amount to be determined at trial. Yeah. So that's what's happening on this side of town, basically. On Diddy's side of town, at least. Diddy's trial starts on the 5th of May. That's very nearby. 5th of May. So, and obviously his lawyers have responded to this lawsuit as well, the way they responded to everything else. And actually they did say, as we've said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every new publicity stunt, even in response to claims that are facially ridiculous or demonstrably false. It says that he and his legal team have full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process, and that in court the truth will prevail, and that he never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. So I guess I'll let you guys know what else happens. But at this point, I don't even think Tony Busby knows how many has come forward. It's ridiculous. So that's what's happening. What is next? Oh yeah, there's a few celebrities have responded. Well, not responded. They reacted to Kendrick's performance, which is interesting because there's also a lot of silence in a way. And yeah, so I want to read Boozie's one, which I thought was interesting. I don't like Boozie. I just don't like when he talks. I don't like anything about the guy. But I find it interesting the way I find it interesting how people are seeing Drake as a victim. As if Drake didn't go after this man's wife and children and taunt them and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are acting as if this came out of nowhere. Drake was minding his business, creating lullabies, and he just got, he was just getting insulted in music. He never responded to any of them, never did anything to any of these things, and he just doesn't deserve this. Wasn't it Drake that had beef with Pusha?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't
it Drake that had beef with Meek Mill? Wasn't it Drake that has been cussing ASAP Rocky because Rihanna don't want him? Sure is. Wasn't it Drake that has been going in on Serena and her husband?
Oh, serious?
Yes, same Drake. Man. Same Drake. And the list goes on. And obviously he and Soulja Boy have got a thing. Soulja Boy can't stand his ass. But I find it interesting the outlook as if Drake is such a cute little victim that's done nothing wrong. And anyway, so this is what Boozy says. He says a lot, but I'm not doing all of that today. I'm just doing what I want to read. Because I don't have time for that, man. He says, just imagine how Drake feels after boosting so many artists' careers with his features, and those same MFs ain't got S to say positive about this dude. That's weak AF to me. And he said, and he says, if I was Drake, nobody could ever get another feature from me. Maybe he can get a feature from Drake. And he says, and I'm not siding with anybody, just speaking facts. I'm a Scorpio. I don't take betrayal good at all. And it's so funny because he also in another tweet said that Serena Williams is hurt by Drake. Have you seen what her man looks like? By Drake. Pouting Drake. Pouting in the mirror Drake. Don't be silly.
I didn't know Boosie was a Scorpio.
Are you a Scorpio?
I am indeed, man. Big up Boosie.
I don't think your birthday was in June. That's not you. That's Gina.
Nah,
yeah, that's Gina. Well, I guess. Do you like Boosie?
Yeah, big up Boosie.
Nah, but you do. So, anyways, yes, he said that. But it's interesting the whole features thing and artists not. I feel like it speaks volumes that artists aren't speaking out for him the way I guess he probably would have wanted. But it speaks volume about what you might really be like behind closed doors. Because surely, if this was like a lovely person that was like genuinely. Do you mean like genuinely a great person? People would come out.
Do you think that's the case though? Or do you think it potentially could be an amazing strategy from Kendrick, bringing up the whole race card, the black thing? And number two, the fact that Kendrick was winning and has won. So why back the loser? Yeah,
but everyone knows that, first of all, because it's got nothing to do with you, but everyone knows that, everyone's always known that that Drake is not black. Do you get me? Like, you've all always known that Drake is not black. But what's the... Do you mean that that's not a new thing? It's not as if he was pretending to be black and then he was exposed for not being black. They've all always known that, and you've all been happy to like do features with him and stuff like that. So I would expect people... Did Rick Ross ever say anything about it? I don't think so.
What about him? What?
Just like love to Drake. I think the only person that did is like Birdman or something. Who cares about Birdman? What Birdman thinks. I don't think people have really come out in support of him like that.
Yeah, not at all.
But I just feel like that, for me, I personally would think that speaks volumes. Because if your character's one of... But then it's rap beef.
Yeah. So
what do you really want people to say? Anyway, that's how Boozy feels. And then Chris Brown also reacted to Kendrick's performance and said, wow. As in, wow, obviously amazing. Marlon Wayne said he needs to go and call Drake and check in on him. Soulja Boy then responded and said, Marlon, you a bitch. And you're not funny. Shut up, nigga. He said, keep selling your soul and sucking the higher up, whatever else. That's not my forte. But anyways, but then Soulja Boy also said that it was a great performance. To be fair, Kanye did say it was a great performance as well. But then there was a whole thing. Was it yesterday, Brent? Was it you that was saying that? Was it Charlamagne that was saying that he was just doing that to kind of take attention off Kendrick? Which one of you was it?
Yeah.
Was it you or Charlamagne?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you. It was Charlamagne. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Iman, what did you think of Kendrick's performance?
I've not seen it, you know.
Fair.
Yeah,
Be like that sometimes.
I'm being honest.
Have you seen it? Oh,
Let me say it. I still haven't, but I stand by what I said. Wholeheartedly.
that's so interesting.
But okay,
I've
why is that
changed
interesting?
I've changed my public
Of course you have.
position.
What, okay,
In
wait.
private, I'll have the same.
What's your
position.
Wait,
previous?
why? No, wait. Why is it interesting that I've said what I've said?
Oh, you want to go there?
I do. Oh, you're adjusting your hat. You rolled his seat back. Okay.
Because you said a lot yesterday.
Wait, of what?
Your
I defended the
opinions.
performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still do though.
I know, but you didn't see it.
I saw some.
Mm.
I saw some, and it didn't look crazy to me. Like, I don't think you got my point then yesterday. What do you think my point was about why the performance?
No,
Why
I
it
think
makes
you
sense.
you were making different points. I don't think it was just one salient point. I know
Yeah.
that myself, Ramsey, and Stacey were. The sentiment was that we were underwhelmed,
Underwhelmed, yeah.
and that was our salient point.
Yeah.
I saw a clip yesterday, and I didn't know that because I don't watch the JBP. I only see the clips that go on.
Oh, yeah.
And they, the setlist had been leaked by
Yeah.
DJ Academics,
Yeah.
and the JBP pod,
Was saying it was dead.
yeah, and there's no way. If it is that you believe this, then you must be an idiot, right?
Yeah.
Only for it to be the exact same one.
No, but everyone's waiting to see what they say. Because
Yeah,
this might be the
yes.
biggest.
This, I'm interested.
This might be the biggest 180 of life.
And what Imai was saying earlier about the flat earthers, right?
Yeah.
This is what I don't like about dishonest people who
Who are in public like
who are
that.
in discourse. Like
Yeah.
when we have an argument, when you've now been presented like evidence,
Yeah.
and you previously said, "Bring me the evidence, and I'll basically consider
Yeah.
it." And when it's brought to you, you now find some next thing.
To go,
like
yeah.
I can't continue talking to you because
Yeah.
I know I'm an idiot now. I'm a fool now.
Yeah.
This will be completely asinine for me to continue on this thing because you're being disingenuous.
Yeah.
You don't care about the facts.
Yeah.
You just want to continue
Discourse.
arguing,
Yeah.
and to be seen or perceived to be right.
Yeah, I hear you.
So anyway, so my public position has changed.
Okay.
It's changed.
So yesterday you said it was dead, basically. Not dead, but you basically said it was underwhelming.
Yeah. I'm not going to change that privately. I still believe it is.
But publicly.
Because I'm now seeing the whites acting up.
Oh, you're going to support black man?
Impossible.
Yeah.
I'm backing Kendrick all the way. It
But
was
why
a
the
fantastic
whites-
performance. 10 out of 10. America needed to see this. They needed to see this.
But why are the whites cussing him?
I think for different reasons. I don't think it's just one salient thing. Like I've seen a lot of people saying, I don't understand one word he said, right?
No, but they don't understand anything. Man.
The next thing,
They think we're speaking Afrikaans.
I think Trump was in attendance as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he was in
Okay.
attendance.
Was he clapping in that?
I heard he left. Is that true?
God
I don't
damn
know. I don't know.
But the thing is, I think the reason why I said that, because again, you're right. I haven't watched the full thing, but I'm here for it in that it's in line with what Kendrick does. My thing is, Kendrick at the times when everyone's been partying and making feel good music and whatever, always has a message. Always says this is serious. We need to talk about like these are the things that's going on. Blah blah. Like activist. So I don't understand how people thought in the time in the climate in America where things are maybe worse than they've ever been, or like it's as serious as it is right now, he was gonna come on there on the stage and sing "I like bad bitches, it's my fucking problem." Like, why did you think that was what he was gonna go for? And that's the point I was trying to make yesterday. The point I was trying to make yesterday wasn't so much about my personal opinions of it, but I respect the performance. So when I watch it, or if I watch it and I like the track list or I don't like the track list, I appreciate what he was trying to do. And what he was trying to do, I see it makes sense to me. And that's what I was saying to Stacey when she said about the Super Bowl performance is meant to essentially celebrate your biggest hits and it's meant to be like a nostalgic thing. And I said, yeah, but who made that rule up? Like, when you say that's how it's always been,
Yeah.
but who? Like, is there a thing when they get the artist to sign for the halftime show, they say, by the way, these are the rules, this is what you must come with, this is like, you can't say because that's what you're used to, this is how it must always be. I don't live, obviously people can say that they want to, but I personally, I don't believe that, I don't live like that. So it's not it's not crazy to me that people watched it and wanted entertainment, but instead were educated. Or if they don't feel educated, they just saw political messages up and down. It's Kendrick. Every award show he performs, there's always some sort of, this is a message, this is serious, this is something that we need to focus on, this is something that, there's always that message in there. So I don't get it. And it's been very interesting, actually, just seeing all the little things. Like Samuel L. Jackson on there, that's Uncle Sam, there's this, and then the red, white, and like all the intentional things behind. And that was my thing as well yesterday, where he had months and months and months. He has access to all his track lists. Of course, he was always going to come on there. And just because you think, yes, oh my gosh, this is a big opportunity for him, this is the biggest stage he'll ever have, that's how you see it. He doesn't see it the same. He just thinks, oh, this is a bigger stage for me to tell people what foolishness we're living in. And he treated it as such.
Bear in mind, Kendrick isn't all conscious rapping on. Like, he has evolved. So even the discipline that he is using to be artistic, right? Some people can say you're still part of the problem.
Yeah, fair. But I don't know how people thought he was going to come on there to have and he had a great time. He looked like he had a swell of a time. But I don't think that, I think I'm shocked that people are shocked that he went on there and did what he did.
No, I don't know if they're shocked. Well,
not shocked, but like underwhelmed.
JBP said they were shocked. They were like, "There's no way he's not gonna go for the big hits. This is a rubbish and boring set list." Yeah. They were shocked.
Well, exactly. So why would you like? That just doesn't make sense to me personally. But that's just how it is.
Do you know? Hazard a guess as to what Joe Budden and them man are
he's gonna walk back. Joe Budden's a punk, man. Like, he's just a. You don't even want my true feelings on him, but
what
I think all of them are punks in there.
I'll find the clip for you.
He's just punks surrounded by punks.
Oh man,
he's just enabling punks.
Oh man,
enabling further punkery behavior. He's gonna walk you back because he likes to. I feel like when someone just likes the sound of their voice and they believe they're so intelligent, so they're just gonna keep talking. And I think because people are giving him the label of, we care about your opinion, and you are like. You're the cultural spokesperson. He really leans into it. So now that people are talking about the the significance of his performance, he's gonna come now and say, "Oh my gosh, that was it," because he's gonna try and sound very intelligent and very conscious all of a sudden. I don't think he's gonna sit there. I don't think he's still gonna sit there and say, "Oh, that was whack." But I feel like as American, I think that's what's interesting to me, because as an American who has been complaining about Trump being in and stuff, I don't know how you can sit there and say that was whack. Because when Glorilla and all the people were at Kamala's campaign, you still were saying there's important things to talk about and they're just singing around the place. But you wanted Kendrick to go on stage now and just be singing around the place. BFFR.
All right, let me just run this for Emmanuel.
All of the people that believe that was Kendrick's Super Bowl lineup, you're an idiot.
Little context.
Imagine.
Little context. The set list leaked via DJ Academic.
You're an idiot.
Right? And they're responding or reacting to that set list.
Do they mention what the songs are on there?
Do you remember it? Well, kind of. He mentions a couple of them. Okay. But it's exactly as the set list was.
Do you know what's so funny though? So now he's the idiot.
So let me finish it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have a copy of the what is the quote unquote leak.
Read it so they can hear just how stupid
it don't
they
make
are.
it. Yeah, I was like, this makes no sense to me.
Actually, don't read it yet. Okay. Y'all are really stupid. Seriously. Wow. I sat through all 12 minutes and 19 seconds of this. Some of y'all idiots out there are too damn devoted. Y'all really did it. Y'all really put like band breaks.
Yeah, the whole shit is in
They
it.
put fucking song segues. Let me tell whoever this cultureless kid is that put this together. This is the worst Super Bowl lineup I've ever heard.
And that's the point.
Yeah, somebody just trying to make Kendrick look stupid on Super Bowl weekend.
Yep.
No All Right. Oh. No Good Kid, Mad City.
Here, I'm
just Mad GNX records.
Let me read it. Well, all right, let me read it.
Knock it off.
So the leaked set list is Bodies, which is the GNX snippet.
Okay.
Squabble Up.
Euphoria came on.
Humble. DNA. Euphoria. Then Fuck the Big Three line from Like That Plays.
Oh, my Lord.
Man at the Garden. Peekaboo. Then Kendrick says he wants to perform his favorite song, alludes to it being Not Like Us. Luther, All the Stars, Not Like Us plays, and then it says Certified Lover Boy, Certified, and then another sound is made, and then TV off.
Yeah. This is the absolute worst April Fool's joke. This is not happening. Punch would punch him. Somebody would step in if he got let me tell y'all something. Hey, Kama, if y'all think Man at the Garden is coming on tomorrow night, you've been in a good garden.
You smoking a good shit.
The best of gardens.
Stupid, yo.
Wow.
Yeah, I did like when that little second half of Euphoria came on in the 12 minutes, but then I was like, wait a second, why am I jamming to Euphoria in a fake Super Bowl lineup? I don't think that's happening.
I don't either.
I don't think that's happening. They left.
Wow. And basically everything they read out is what happened.
That's why I say they're punks. Because they're all laughing and keying and da-da-da-da-da, and then, it's so sick.
What do you think he's going to say then in his response? He's definitely going to...
I feel like he's going to walk it back.
Yeah, like you said. Yeah.
I feel like he would look very silly if he doesn't.
I think he's going to say that, no, I stand by what I said, that should not have been what you bring for the Super Bowl. But upon seeing it, oh my goodness, you delivered it well. That's his out. My opinion, anyway.
I hear you.
Well,
we'll see.
Scrabble up.
Do I have anything else? Hold on.
Bathroom Diaries says...
Oh, yeah, I do.
I tagged y'all in the comments from a TikTok breakdown. It's quick, but it's good. I've seen some of these TikTok breakdowns, right? And another thing, I guess, it's annoying from this particular fan base, right? These sycophants, is when they tell you that you're too slow, you're too dense.
Oh, like you're not smart enough.
Yeah. And then
it's for the
they
deep.
start plucking everything that, you should have gotten. And then they're like, how did you not get that?
Like when he breathed twice, it's because Martin Luther King breathed twice before he made it. Shut up. Shut up and get a job.
I never see them doing that for, what's the dungeon rap fella you keep talking about?
Jay Electronica.
Jay Electronica.
Yeah.
And all them legends. Why weren't they doing that when he was around? So I could understand what he was talking about.
Can you imagine?
And you didn't even help me.
Because you don't get it. You don't get it.
You don't get it. I can't see the link. Where's the? You said you put it in the comments.
This is what Basayo says as well. Everyone wants to just argue about, I'm deep enough, I'm smart enough to understand this rap. But then when you then decipher what they're saying, what do you do with that information?
Oh, so I think what she means is that on our TikTok, she tagged us. Let me just.
Yeah, what do you mean what she means? What did you think she meant?
Exactly.
I thought she had put it in the Discord. This is how I normally look.
Maybe you're not deep enough. Maybe.
Evidently. All right, I found it. Let me forward it. And there's one TikTok I saw. This woman starts by saying, and she's a white woman. She's like, I don't understand black people who don't look to back what Kendrick was doing.
Who said that?
Some white woman. First of all, she said, well, this particular stage set was like a keypad from a controller.
Okay.
The X0 triangle, such and such.
Okay.
Yeah. On the field, it would
like a PlayStation
big buttons. Yeah. And she's like, "Where's PlayStation from?" She said, "Sony." Who's Drake signed to? Sony. Drake's not signed to Sony. Even though, like, some of the rest of the things that she says, salient, cool. But that, I'm thinking, you started your rant saying we are stupid. We're not deep enough to get it.
And here you are.
And the thing that everybody knows, because he's complaining about UMG messing him up.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that everybody's been talking about, the suing thing. You couldn't get that thing right.
That's so funny.
Anywho, let me see if it is that we can play this.
Did Drake really say that Kendrick beat his wife?
Yeah.
And they're saying he's a victim.
No, but
get him again.
Wait a minute, Esther.
Did he actually?
What
you know where I stand.
Whether Kendrick beat his wife or whether Drake said it. Drake did say it.
Drake said, did Kendrick?
There we go.
There we go. What? We don't go. We haven't started.
Are you confirming or not confirming?
Trust me, I said, there you go. There we go, what?
I am not in their party. I'm not in their camp.
Mm.
He never came out and denied it.
Did he come out and deny that wasn't his kid?
The girl?
Because she said that's because apparently Drake's also
Yeah,
said,
he did a whole video saying, what are you talking about? Like, the pictures of the girl was all over the video, on the walls and whatnot, in the best track of the actual exchange.
you just don't support men. That's the moral of the story, really. You just don't. You just support yourself and you mind your business.
But maybe he didn't want to give life to such nonsense, innit?
But you can give life to what's it called, not be your child. You care more about that than denying that you could ever do such a thing.
Obviously, for those
Wasn't there a thing anyway, rumors years ago that he apparently did that to somebody else?
Obviously, for those who follow Kendrick's career
Hate to
path
see
and
it.
whatnot, and his elevation in his latest album, he alluded to something that he did with his missus. I actually had to forgive him for, you get me? Obviously,
I know we
Drake
all caught the shade
saying
that
what
Kendrick
he's
was throwing
saying,
at Drake.
He got it from somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true or not, but he knew putting it out there on the biggest stage was important. And if it is that Kendrick said, you're lying, I think then he would like, is it? And here's the evidence.
Interesting.
Then again, this is what rappers do. They just go back and forth and say whatever
It's
seems
what
to
I
stick.
like. It's what I listen to J. Cole. So.
What? He
I know we all caught
started
the
and then
shade.
ran. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
let's not
He
go back
don't beat
there.
his wife though. I'll take
Is
a
he
runner
married?
any day.
He's married.
He's married. He's got 2 kids.
It's cool,
But he
man.
keeps his life private. That's why he didn't want to get in the beef. He didn't want you putting his business out there. Keeps that for his albums.
He asked.
I'm not doing this with you.
He
I'm
asked
not
to be
doing this
involved. Like you keep forgetting
I'm
it.
not doing this. It doesn't matter whether he asked to be involved or not. Then he said, I don't want to be involved. Consent matters.
Yeah.
What's next? What we
No,
got to
I
say to
know
that?
we all caught the shade.
Nothing. I actually
Good.
do agree that consent
Consent
matters.
matters.
And
Thank
I like
you
how
very
you're
much.
trying to shut
And
me down.
you can
Say that
withdraw
y'all know-
consent
I
at
know
any
we-
point.
Yes.
Good. And
Yes.
he did. So next.
Yes. Ready?
Just play the video.
We all caught the shade that Kendrick was throwing at Drake during this halftime show performance. The A minor necklace, bringing out Serena Williams to Crip Walk, the sweet, innocent, but fucking
I've heard
Williams and Crip
conflicting
Walk.
theories
This-
about that A. Apparently, that's the PG Lang.
Yeah, people know why it stands for A minor. Oh, gosh.
That's
The
a bit,
sweet,
that's a bit on the
innocent-
nose, isn't it?
That's a stretch. That's a leap.
I mean, I don't know if that's a
Innocent, but-
stretch. I think that's the most obvious thing that people would move to. But they're saying that he is a man that, like, he kind of exists in the undercurrents.
Do you know what'd be so cool though? Is like if he would just do these things and then the choreographer, whoever put all this together, just comes out and says, "Hey, this is what it stands for. This is what." But I guess it's more interesting. It keeps you relevant for the speculations. But it irritates me because it's just all sorts of silly takes of whatever people pull out of thin air.
Yeah.
Do you know what it gives me vibes? It gives me vibes of anthropology when I was back in school. When they had us dissecting damn poems, talking about poetry, talking about, the blue in the sea stands for... Shut up, miss. Miss is silly. Talk about it's blue sea, and so blue stands for peace, and so you got... Got me a B there, but that's not even the point.
I guess that's life. I mean, even in the Bible, it's how we interpret it that we now decide how we're going to live our lives, right?
Well, debatable.
No?
Kanye was apparently a Christian. Do you know all that Sunday cult things we were attending?
And that's how he's interpreted, and that's now he's how he's living
How
his
he's
life.
living now.
Yeah.
I think that's where he invited all the demons into his life. Go, I want to
100%.
cleanse.
But
Deliverance.
fucking diabolical smile in the camera during Say Drake.
Sorry, start
When
again.
I tell you, I know we all caught the shade that Kendrick was throwing at Drake during this halftime show performance. The A minor necklace, bringing out Serena Williams to Crip Walk, the sweet, innocent, but fucking diabolical smile in the camera during Say Drake. When I
Question:
Say Drake. I keep saying that.
is Serena married to a white man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his name, is it Paul or that Adele's man? I can't remember.
And then she was dancing to Not Like Us.
Yeah, because she's black.
Because he's speaking to the culture, and
And she's a black woman in the black culture and has done amazing things for the black culture.
this
And
is cool.
she quit walked at Wimbledon and she was told she wasn't allowed to. So that's why she came back and quit walked. The Drake thing is just an added bonus. Doing it during the song that this is her ex is just an added bonus.
Were there accusations that she used to skin bleach?
No, Serena, I don't think so.
Yeah, there was.
Was there?
But she came out and said, no, it was just the lighting. Like, so basically, when she was shooting the video, it was a lot of light, so the reflection made it look like,
I don't think she's always been dark skinned.
Yeah, but I think over there, she's definitely got lighter. At least from what it looks like to me, innit?
To be fair, so have I. I just came from Nigeria. We all do. So Charlemagne. Good skincare will do that to you. Or your blemishes are gone.
All right.
So.
The sweet, innocent, but fucking diabolical smile in the camera during Say Drake. When I tell you, I was giggling and kicking my feet when he said, Say Drake. I know it was messy. I know it was messy and petty and everything that we love about Kendrick Lamar, but I need y'all to lock in because all truth, no J-Lo. I need y'all to also understand the political messages that he was sending as well. Start off with Samuel L. Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam saying, "Welcome to the Great American Game." Bitch, he was not talking about football. The Great American Game is how our government wants us to behave. Silent, complicit, going along with whatever the fuck they're doing. We get into Kendrick Lamar saying the revolution will be televised, you picked the right time, but the wrong guy. Essentially saying that he is not just going to fall in line, be complicit, he goes against what the government wants. Then we have Samuel L. Jackson come back and he says that this is too loud, too reckless, and too ghetto, and asks Kendrick Lamar if he really knows how to play the game. And Kendrick Lamar goes straight into humble. Sit down, be humble, exactly what the government wants us to do. And then immediately after Kendrick Lamar stops doing what the government wants him to do, stops sitting down, stops being humble, we see Uncle Sam come back and say, deduct one life. Please, are we following along? Then Kendrick Lamar teases Not Like Us but doesn't perform it. He says, I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. That was a dig at Drake because, child, you know he is on the phone with his lawyers as we speak. Also, he says he's going to slow things down, meaning he's going to fall back in line, be silent, be complicit, not go against the government. That's when he brings out SZA, the performance is chill, and then after that, we see Uncle Sam comes back out and he says, this is what America wants, nice and calm. Samuel L. Jackson says, you're almost there, don't mess this up, and then that's when Not Like Us begins to start. Before he gets into Not Like Us, he says some really important points. Number one, he says that there is a cultural divide. Self-explanatory. Number two, he says 40 acres and a mule, this is bigger than the music. If you're not familiar with the phrase 40 acres and a mule, that was a promise made to black people after the end of the American Civil War, in which they were promised land and resources to help them build economically. This was a promise made by the government to black people, which was broken, which is why Kendrick Lamar says this is bigger than the music. It points to the fact that the American government will lie to you, which is why you should not trust them, why you should not be complicit, why you should not be silent. I think the greater message that Kendrick Lamar was trying to convey is that we have got to stand up. America is a game and we cannot play the game in the way that Uncle Sam, i.e. the government, wants us to. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk.
Okay, nice one. Well,
all right, thank you very much.
At least it wasn't too crazy.
It wasn't, no. The biggest news and really, really amazing news, our fave Travis J is going to be on EastEnders.
Big up Travis.
Yeah, big up Travis J every single time. Yeah, the same face Prince plays when he plays his guitar. Anyway, Travis tweeted... You're an egg. Oh, gosh, what now? This is good news.
I remember asking Emmanuel if, again, this is Brent past, asked Emmanuel if he was gay, right?
What?
Asked, no, sorry, I don't know how that sounded. Prince, we're talking about Prince.
Oh my.
I remember
Prince?
asking Emmanuel.
Hold on a second, please. Let's be clear.
I will repeat it. Sorry.
That is insane.
I remember asking Emmanuel some time ago, years ago,
if Prince was gay,
right? Because he really loved... What?
What?
What? Aww.
What happened?
You all don't know that.
Prince. Don't stop. Stop this. Prince is not... How can... What? You not seen the women that Prince gets? Hold on.
The beards that
Have you seen the women that Prince gets? The what you say, beards?
So
did I?
Impossible.
I said, weren't here. You weren't here. Well, you were here last week Friday. No, you weren't.
I was. I must have been.
What was it? Was it not yesterday? What was it? It wasn't yesterday. It was Friday. And I talked about the document. Yeah, you were here.
Yeah, the allegations. Yeah.
The allegations and the documentaries that Prince. They were going to the Netflix documentary that was going to be on Prince.
Yeah.
And every single woman, all these lovely women that used or think he caught, something happened.
Use lot. I was the one who said, "Hey, my gaydar is going." That's why I had to go to the music connoisseur. And he was like, "No." And I said, "But look how he's dressed and look how he's acting." And he's like,
allegedly treat the women.
He said, "Be progressive." I said, "Fair."
Yeah, but being progressive would be accepting that he is.
I need to reconfigure my mind because in my mind he was moving in a camp manner, so I had to Man, I said no. Brent, that's just artistic expression.
That man was as gay as happy, child.
Nah, man.
Listen.
So what are they saying?
So the women. So the reason why they cancelled, or one of the reasons why they cancelled the what's it called? Anyway, is because all those women, every single one of them that the public know, the 3 of them, they all have stories about how he emotionally abused them, or was controlling, or allegedly physically abused them, or whatever.
I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah. What you did?
Because
homosexuality.
No, because that's got nothing to do with homosexuality. But you guys said, have you not seen all the women that he was with? But you're saying as if
You lot.
Emmanuel said, have you not seen all the women that he was pulling?
Yeah.
But you're saying he was allegedly abusing them. So when you say he was pulling them, like,
No, but he still only wanted
the
women.
beard. That's how beards move. Allegedly.
No, but he still only wanted women. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
That
no cases.
publicly.
No, but there's no cases of anyone saying.
Do you know how
Prince-
private that man's life was?
But this came out.
Yo, there was a.
Wasn't he best friends with Michael Jackson? Or did they have beef?
They had beef sometime, somewhere.
No, love is quarrel. Listen, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Prince.
Big up Michael, big up Prince.
The
The
way you
greatest
just roll stuff
black
off your tongue.
performance.
Do you believe
there's a reason why I said that, right? Because I don't know where I was in the world. What time I don't know.
They shouldn't have been in.
But I stumbled on a picture of him leaning on a wall that I thought I saved because I wanted to then ask Emmanuel on air. What are you saying? Of course he likes men. And there's nothing wrong with liking men, but this is evident.
No, but he doesn't.
But I'm trying to find it again. I'm trying to rack my brain. Where did I save it?
doesn't
Did I
exist.
bookmark it? I think I may have bookmarked it. Let me see if I bookmark it.
It doesn't exist, bro.
Let me
How
see.
long ago was this? Sorry.
It was just a few weeks ago.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Sorry. Someone said, your name is too complicated, but it says LCNU more than It says, women drop their defense in Prince's presence. Do you know who I'm safest around? Do you know who I'm safest around?
Gays.
Okay. And not just any gays, the gay men.
Well, that should
That's
show you
the
that
only
he's
men
not
I'm
gay.
safest around.
That should show you he's not gay then.
Those, as a woman,
Yes.
I am safest
Yeah.
around, when it comes to men, gay men.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we like the same genders. And they're not going to harm me because they don't like me.
That's what I'm saying. But he harmed them allegedly. So that means that's not what he wants.
Man. He was controlling, and when you start living a secret life, it gets to you after a while. And I always thought Prince was gay. I thought that was a public thing. I'll be honest with you, when I read that news the other day about his documentary that had been cancelled and whatnot because of allegations, that was the first time I actually found out that Prince had women in his life.
Serious.
Promise.
If you look
Absolutely.
back, the man's had
I do look back.
the most beautiful women alive.
That don't mean a damn thing. That don't mean his money had the best beautiful women. That don't mean a damn thing. He was even in one of my favorite shows, New Girl. It was in an episode.
Was it?
It was. I said, oh.
Big up Prince, man.
Look at him giving Jess relationship advice on her man Nick. He knows. Anyway. I don't upset the Prince community, but I don't care. It makes no difference to me. But if you're asking the question, do you know how many celebrities had to live in? Do you believe Whitney was bisexual?
I believe that's possible.
Why is that possible?
It just seems, I don't know.
I mean, her lover keeps going on tours talking about it. Do you know what? Everybody's not okay when it comes down to it, the bottom line. The bottom line is bottom line.
Why is she telling everybody Whitney's business though?
I don't know. Like, honestly, I just think it's, I don't know why she keeps doing that. Wrote a book, did all sorts, like, and you know her mum's upset about these things.
Can you imagine?
I'm not saying, you know, her mum's whatever should be a comment. I'm not saying all of that. I don't actually care about all of that. But come on, ma'am. If she didn't come out while she was alive, I don't think she wants you bringing her out while she's dead.
Despicable.
Takes all kinds. Anyway. Are you still looking for a Prince on the wall?
Pray for me, man.
You ain't gonna find it?
I need to find this.
I promise it exists. I'm sure it does. I don't know anything, but I'm sure it does.
And when I saw,
Right, let me read
I
Travis
check
J's tweet.
check my photo album.
Why don't you just type in Prince on the wall?
I've done that. It's not working. It's not working.
But yeah, big up Travis J anyway. He said, catch me making a cheeky appearance in EastEnders tonight. That was yesterday night. On BBC One, Dr. Trav in Albert Square. Hope you enjoy. And I'm sure the people did. He was the one attending to Phil.
That's not fair.
This
Back
is not
in
even
the
the
day.
picture.
Back
this
in
is,
the day.
This is not even the picture.
Is that AI?
No, it's not.
That's everyone's
Emmanuel
go-to. I
said
don't
this
think it
this
is.
is metrosexual.
But it's sorry.
He's
So
the one that
you've
brought
been
it
a
in.
tank top like that? Because I didn't even when
in
it top.
the 80s, I might have been. You never know. Look at Mr. Motivator. Remember Mr. Motivator? Wait, you remember Mr. Motivator?
Yeah, he definitely wore a tank top.
That's what I'm saying. Mr. Motivator
Let me
wasn't
see
no-
Mr. Motivator.
And the chain around his
Let me
neck
see
like that.
because I've seen
I've
the
never seen
masculine
Mr.
men
Motivator wear
from
that,
those
though.
gym videos, aerobics. Because it's popped up in a different. I was like, why don't we just add this to the gym anymore? And I thought I might do actually. But can I see a different? What's his name? Mr. Motivator.
Yeah, Mr.
Please let me
Motivator.
see him, please. Because I've seen men who are in those tank tops, and I promise you the tank top ain't shaped the same. I ain't seen the nipples.
Yeah,
It's a bit more masculine.
To be honest, it looks like Travis.
What?
I just saw a picture. And,
Scott.
no.
What is going on?
I don't know what the hell. I was like, what? This even looks like Drake's dad.
I mean, this more like Drake's dad. That's a masculine man.
Come on,
me,
Mr. Motivator.
So, did you see Prince?
Nah, this
Edge
is,
is laid, and you're telling me that's the same as Mr. Motivator here.
I mean,
It's nice.
nah,
man.
that's a stretch.
Mr. Motivator and Prince are not the same people.
No, but Prince is more muscular, so his thing's stretched.
So no, but look
You know
at
what I'm saying?
Prince is more muscular.
Mr. Motivator.
No, Prince. I'm trying.
His nipples are covered. I don't know what color his nipples are. I tell you what color Prince's are.
I'll keep searching. I'll keep
I
searching.
don't think you've done it because
No, I haven't. When you see it, this is
just it.
this is not even it. This
So this is just a random
these are
another one.
just pictures. These are just what he was doing
I
on
feel like he's a really pretty boy though.
on a Thursday afternoon, bro.
Double cheeks out.
Where'd I find it?
I'm actually crying. Prince was really pretty. He was such a babe.
And the thing is, he was so fluid musically that I'm like, but why couldn't he have been homosexual? Like, he
wouldn't have been
strikes me
allowed
as
back
somebody
then.
who doesn't even see himself as a man, so to speak, or
Yeah, it's
Like he
just-
doesn't subscribe to one
just to be
gender.
isolated to loving one.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been allowed though. I don't think he would have been as successful if he came out. Wasn't they like? It was like illegal back then.
No, you had other people. You had what's his name? To be fair, George Michael came out a bit later.
Yeah, but wasn't that black guy? Is it Luther? No, not Luther.
Yeah, Luther Vandross.
He is Luther
Yeah,
Vandross, isn't it?
Allegedly, yeah, it was. Yeah,
He was pretty as well.
allegedly.
Eyeliner was good. Good eye makeup.
Nah, but Prince is just a different type of guy, man. What
So what do you believe about Michael Jackson then?
do you mean?
Michael Jackson and the kids and allegedly all that stuff.
Michael Jackson, black man, loved women. Those might not be his kids, right?
No, we know Paris and them are not.
Yeah.
But I mean the kids that he was laying in bed with. You know, just for vibes.
Those are just friends. That's
Just like, you are Delulu.
No. Michael Jackson, yeah, was such a powerful guy.
If you walked in, to your friend's house one day, and it's like, I'm just back here, and you go into his room, and he's laying in the bed with kids, what would you say?
It's different. Because
Brent, put the camera in the right place, please. Because I need people to see what I'm saying in the studio.
People came at Michael because of what Michael was doing for the black community.
Oh my goodness.
You find the worst
Why
one.
am I now seeing this?
Go on, let's
What
see.
happened?
Have you ever seen the symbol for like a woman?
Yeah,
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
it's like, oh yeah, that's it.
Man, does that look familiar?
It's not the same. You're trying to say it's the same as Prince's symbol.
Does that look familiar?
Nah, it's not the same.
Prince
man.
had a symbol.
That's his,
Yeah.
That could be
Let me see
inspiration
Prince's
because
symbol.
look,
It's different. It's different.
you don't tell me that that's no inspiration. He was saying something. It was right on the nose. Esther, am I bugging?
Of course you're not. I'm sold.
Am I bugging? Oh my.
That's like the Unk. You know what I'm saying? He was taking. Prince is a genius.
It's
Thank you.
interesting the black
I
man
only
you
got
choose,
this now.
sir.
Huh?
It's interesting the black man you choose.
The great black
support.
man. This black
And it's
man.
like, and how you support. It's not
That's
so
not
much who you
progressive,
support.
to be honest. He's
It's
the most
how you
progressive
support.
in this room.
I'll be trying to tell you.
Is he?
I'll be trying to say I'm for the rights of all people.
Listen, man.
I love it.
Big up Prince and big up the community.
Big up Prince, man.
He would have done a lot for the community if he just came out. If he was and he came out.
But he can't choose to be something he's not. You know what I'm saying? And
But I don't think he chose not to be. He was.
Nah, man. This man was getting too many.
That
doesn't
you know
even mean
of.
anything,
That means
man.
nothing.
That means that was the
means
only thing you
nothing.
wanted.
No,
But
There's literally a whole thing.
Listen carefully.
There's not
carefully.
one example.
Listen carefully. You know how many women that Diddy's been with?
Yeah.
And he's paraded in public.
Yeah.
Has he ever paraded a man?
No, but we've heard about Diddy being.
Has he ever
that way.
paraded a man?
No, but Brent, we've heard for years.
And this isn't this
about
age where
Diddy,
it's
Will
okay
Smith and them,
to be homosexual, right?
Yeah.
Back in those days, Prince, it wasn't okay for him.
No, you can't say that though, because people probably thought it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But everyone that met Prince said, "Nah, this guy is just a different type of guy."
Again, that doesn't mean anything. What he does in private is a completely different thing than what he does in public. Michael Jackson wasn't saying in public that he was there sleeping with all these children.
No, but he did. He did. Of course he did.
I'm not saying different, by the way.
He did.
I'm laughing at something different. That was the
He
wrong
did
time to
say
laugh.
in public.
No.
Of course he did. He said it bare
That
times.
he stays in bed with them.
No,
Yes.
no. It was brought to light,
And he
then
get
he
jumped.
had to basically.
Then he had to admit it.
No, he didn't volunteer this information. He did not.
No, he
volunteer.
did. He volunteered it.
Okay,
He
it's
did
basically
not
exposed.
volunteer this information.
He was
Nah,
exposed
man.
and he said, yeah, and what?
That's not true. Michael
man.
Jackson, yeah.
Anyway, let's forget about Michael Jackson. I know it triggers too many people. I'm not interested in Michael Jackson right now. I'm looking for
It triggers
I'm looking
too
for the
many
picture of Prince on this wall, and there's no way. In fact, there will be a way you'll find a reason to justify this. Oh my goodness!
What happened?
Hold up.
Do you know how much?
No, when
And when Drake just did the duck lips, and you're screaming, everybody's screaming, "Hey, camp!"
Drake is different because, like, you know what I mean? People might have said, I don't know. But the thing about Prince,
I've heard more rumors about Prince being gay than I have about Drake.
but we've not heard one
Lover come out.
evidence. Nothing. One piece
I
of
don't want to know what he
evidence.
does in the bedroom. I definitely don't want to hear actual evidence.
If you want to know what Prince does in the bedroom, all you can do is ask women.
You'd wear this, Esther.
Which one?
What, the little two-piece? I'm sure I've got something similar. With all the shimmer, that's definitely my vibe.
Like, he was
man.
ahead of the sexuals, bro.
Nah, you know what? I think I'm going to go and listen to Prince, actually.
Way ahead of the
I think
sexuals,
Prince
bro.
was one of the girls.
He was a legend. No, man.
Girls.
There's no way he didn't dip his feet in a little bump.
Defo, man.
He didn't.
Even
This is the agenda of
the
the
things you've heard about
establishment.
Hollywood.
This is white supremacy right now. They are making us.
You see always
No, leave him. Yeah, he thinks that does nothing to
Shut
me.
the conversation. Don't work like that.
That
bro.
does nothing to
Don't
me.
work like that, bro.
Kendrick did it.
That don't do a damn thing.
Nah, man.
Anyway.
Michael was leading black people back to Africa. Prince was doing the same thing with
Was
his
he
symbol.
really?
Yeah, 100%.
He's an
He
activist.
was- What? The biggest?
Is there gay rumors about Martin Luther King?
Impossible. Sorry.
No,
there
not
wasn't.
what you don't want to hear, but is there actually?
No chance.
Because he was leading people to freedom. Why wasn't there gay rumors about? There's no gay rumors about freedom fighters. So why would they just create one about Michael Jackson?
Because they wanted to destroy him. Because they knew, okay, you know what? This guy likes kids. We see a little
Hey.
flaw.
He
Let's
likes
get off of
kids.
Michael Jackson.
What happened?
Let's not fixate on that.
It is triggering.
Yeah. I know it's very polarizing amongst the black community, man.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to get on board
Start
and
a
love
war.
Michael Jackson. Big up Michael Jackson, man.
Big up Prince and the girls. So that's just great. I'm actually gonna go and listen to Prince now. I've never actually sat down to actually listen to Prince.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Guess what was raining? Men.
All right.
Sorry, the person that said women felt very safe around Prince. I don't know what you were trying to do, but that did not help. Anyway, that's it for me. Let's get people's journal.
All right.
We were doing so well for time.
Isn't it?
There we go. Suit?
Let me say the
Oh my gosh.
Because there's certain things you can wear, yeah, but you can still.
Nah, this guy just compared it to Eddie Murphy's red leather.
We just know
suit.
some people we can tell it's just a costume.
That's what I'm saying.
Some people we know that you're wearing this. Go on,
No,
girl.
this not. But this is mental. Look at this, Esther.
Mm-hmm.
This
You
is
know
what
what I'm
he's
saying?
talking
Michael
about.
Jackson. He's impersonating Michael Jackson.
This
No,
is what he's talking about.
That's what he was on. That's what Eddie was on, man.
This
promise
is not
you, yeah.
comparable.
I'm not seeing this and thinking Eddie does not like women.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't think the
No,
same
you're
thing
not
about
saying
Prince.
that. Prince was in a crop top. It was in a cropped cord.
They had a different build. You know what I'm saying?
Off shoulder.
It was hot in there. Sometimes.
Off shoulder, long sleeves.
Oh,
Who made that
man.
The thing is,
comparison? That was silly.
it doesn't even take away from his brilliance the fact that he's homosexual.
Of course not.
So why can't we just?
Because we're trying to change the man after he's gone. You can't change the man. I mean, anyway.
Big up Prince.
Nah, I think
All
it was
day.
right. It was right in the nose with his woman symbol.
Big up the girls.
Nah, man, you don't need to see, like, list the people who have spoken about their interactions with Prince. Because a lot of these people thought that obviously he might be a bit somehow in it. But they all said, nah, you know what, this is a proper, like, he's like one of us. He just does this for, like, his entertainment and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Making gay money. This is just all alleged. By the way.
Why are you like this?
It's all
He
alleged.
was making game money. Is that a saying?
It is. That's what Cam said he does when he does Modern Family. Do you know who Cam is? Modern Family.
Yeah.
The big guy. Yeah. He said
Yeah,
he's not gay. He's actually straight in real life. He says he calls him making gay money. So it's just stuck since I ever heard that. But this is all alleged anyway.
Yeah,
It's
man.
Conspiracy and.
Yeah, he's a fully straight man.
Of course
Big
he was
up
straight.
Prince.
And you see all the women he was with?
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't want to get sued by his estate. So.
All right. So, we're in the People's Journal, right? Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics perspective, all right? There isn't much to talk about. Just wanted to mention that President Donald Trump has now ordered a 25% import tax on all steel and aluminium that's entering into the US. You know what I'm saying? I mean, depending on your economic views, you might think it's a good thing. Me personally, I don't think it's a good thing. Said this before, because obviously this is just going to increase
This
the
must
cost.
be AI.
What happened?
Brent.
This is not him.
Who?
This is not him.
You know who
me?
he's talking about?
This is not
Prince,
him.
man.
Oh, Prince. Oh, that's AI, man. AI.
That's not AI.
That's it. They AI'd him.
That's not AI. What year was that article? That GQ article? GQ is not using AI.
That's GQ from the future. This is AI.
What year was that? When did
Wait,
Prince die?
wait. You've slipped up here.
You mean?
If you're saying this is AI, are you suggesting that what you're seeing has convinced you that it might be gay?
No, because you can't look gay. See what I did there?
Yeah. So, why can't you just see this and say, nah,
That's impressive.
I'll
to be fair.
rock this? Why can't you say that?
What? Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, because I don't have that build. I'm not
this
blessed
isn't
in that
all
way.
the way gay. Because that's just a shimmery shirt.
That's what I'm saying. And the lighting as well.
I've seen some people going to church with that shimmer, right? So why did you go for that's AI? What did you seeing that for the first time? What were your thoughts?
It made me think AI because I think from the angle I'm looking here, it looked like it was not correct, innit? But I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because AI is really good nowadays.
Yeah,
And
you're not focused on the right thing. But that's all right.
You know what I mean?
I'll continue looking for this war picture. Continue with the rotation. I mean,
The People's Journal. So yeah, all them US businesses are going to be dependent on the imports. Obviously, I'm not happy about this.
You found another one.
Oh my gosh.
Spin that one.
A man can't go swimming now? What's going on?
What is he wearing them like
song.
Speedos.
The
The
waist-
thigh
Woo! Woo!
He's a babe. I'm sorry, but that's an elite babe right there.
Big up Prince, man.
One of
You
the
guys have
girls.
got a dirty man.
Bring up Princess, bro.
That's what he wanted us to have.
Bring up Princess, bro. Whoa. Fair. Dirty
funny.
mind.
Big up Prince, man.
Oh, man.
What a talent.
Was Prince a gay ally?
What?
Let me read this article, yes? This might be the one.
You look, man. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, US businesses that depend on the imports are not happy about this. Obviously, Trump's basically saying, long term, though, this is going to boost domestic production. He's focused on America doing a lot of the stuff themselves, isn't it? Rather than depending on other nations to import all the stuff that they need, isn't it? And this is why he's making it a bit more harder for them. Of course, typically, a lot of these people who are exporting their goods to America will just pass the extra cost onto the consumers anyway. But we'll see what happens in it. This is just his opinion. Next thing I wanted to mention is, Brent, did you hear about this? Elon Musk. He and a bunch of investors have offered...
AI, open AI.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So basically, Elon Musk and a bunch of other people have offered $97.4 billion to take over OpenAI. Those are the people that make ChatGPT. So yeah, man, they've submitted the bid and all that sort of stuff. But the guy who basically is at the helm of ChatGPT, at least the more front-facing guy, what's his name? Sam Altman, something like that. Anyway, he basically posted on Twitter saying, "No, thank you, but we will buy Twitter for $9.7 billion if you want." You know what I'm saying? So he's obviously not looking to sell it. But both of these guys knew each other, by the way. Both of them, in fact, set up OpenAI. You know what I'm saying? So Elon Musk before, what happened?
I like how she's disrespecting you as you're talking about OpenAI. I don't know what's so funny. What's in your phone, man?
Is this more AI?
Impossible.
Possible. No, let's see it. Actual factual.
Do you want to check with us?
He did that shit.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Spin that one. Spin doctor.
Listen, man. This is just a bad day. Listen,
Did this actually happen?
it's fake. It's fake. And also, Oscar De La Hoya, one of the best boxers of all time, apparently was seen in a dress. You know what I'm saying? So anyone could be, not anyone, but some people might, you know what I'm saying, get into a dress to get into something else. I don't know why, but yeah, big up Prince, man. The man's straight.
Big up Prince.
The man's straight. You know what I'm saying?
Straight talker.
I said, don't believe your eyes.
Don't believe. Are you going to believe your eyes?
This is
Over me?
There's a reason for this. I don't know what it is, but
That's so funny.
Prince knew at the time. But yeah, that's the situation with Elon Musk and Altman. Like I was basically saying, they both started it together, you know. They started OpenAI together back in 2015, but they started it as a non-profit company. Obviously, them lot are not friends no more and whatnot. And Altman basically is looking to restructure OpenAI to make it a for-profit entity now. You know what I'm saying? So the whole non-profit thing, the whole board that's in alignment with that, basically he wants to get rid of and make it something that they can actually profit from. And the last thing I wanted to mention is just that Lidl has become the latest supermarket to announce a pay rise for thousands of workers ahead of the increase to the minimum wage that's going to be in April. So they are now upping their hourly wage from £12.40 to £12.75. And that's going to affect 28,000 employees, man. So that's good, man. The increase will now take Lidl's pay rates above the planned rises that have been announced by Sainsbury's and Aldi. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out there trying to work in one of these places, work experience, whatever it may be, Lidl might be the place to go to, man. Better wages. But that's pretty much it for the People's Channel.
Thank you. Let's do our last headlines.
All right, people. So trigger warning on this one, guys. Salman Rushdie. There's a trial basically, and basically he's been accused. Sorry, let me go back from the beginning. Salman Rushdie trial. Here's the accused came dangerously close to murder. Right. So prosecutors began their case against Hadi Matar, who is the man that's accused of attacking the author Salman Rushdie with a vivid and gruesome depiction of the stabbing that they said came perilously close to killing him. So Matar, he's a 27-year-old Lebanese-American guy, and he's charged with attempted murder and assault over the stabbing attack on Salman Rushdie when he was on stage at an arts festival back in August 2022. Salman Rushdie is 77 years old now, and he was grievously injured in the attack and lost sight in one of his eyes. In an open statement on Monday, the prosecutor, Jason Schmidt, told jurors that Matar had come dangerously close to committing murder when he assaulted Rushdie with a knife. Matar, Schmidt said, had approached Rushdie in a direct and rapid manner as he sat on the stage and began his assault without hesitation, deliberately, forcefully, efficiently, and with speed. The long-awaited trial has attracted the world's media to the small town of Mayville in western New York State. As he entered the room, Matar said, "Free Palestine," and the defendant, who was dressed in a blue untucked shirt and trousers, faces 25 years maximum sentence if convicted. This is the problem, man. Where you got people who want to do this and then they attach a good noble cause to their foolishness. But yeah, anyway, next headline, trigger one on this one as well. The head of the UN AIDS agency said on Monday that the number of new HIV infections could jump up more than 6 times by 2029 if American support of the biggest AIDS program is dropped, warning that millions of people could die and more resistant strains of the disease could emerge. In an interview with the Associated Press, the UN AIDS executive director said that HIV infections have been falling in recent years, with just 1.3 million new cases recorded in 2023, a 60% decline since the virus peaked back in 1995. But since Donald Trump's announcement that the US would freeze all foreign assistance for 90 days, apparently the officials are saying that if this was to continue by 2029, there could be 8.7 million people newly affected with HIV. Byanyima, this is the person, the UN AIDS executive director, said that we will see a surge in the disease, and said that this will cost lives in the American government, and it doesn't change its mind. This will cost lives if the American government doesn't change its mind and maintain its leadership. In one Kenyan county, she said that 550 HIV workers were immediately laid off, while thousands of others in Ethiopia were terminated, leaving health officials unable to track the epidemic. She noted that the loss of US funding to HIV programs in some countries was catastrophic, with external funding, mostly from the US, accounting for about 90% of their programs. Byanyima also said that the loss of American support in efforts to combat HIV was coming at a critical time, with the arrival of what she called a magical prevention tool known as lenacapavir, which is a 2-yearly shot that was shown to offer complete protection against HIV in women, and which worked nearly as well for men. Wow. That's all right, man. And the last headline, the formation of a new Sudanese government is expected to happen after the recapture of Khartoum is completed. This is what military sources said to Reuters on Sunday, a day after the army head, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, said that he would form a technocratic wartime government. The Sudanese army, long on the back foot in its war with the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces, has in recent weeks regained ground in the capital city, Khartoum, along several axes, closing in on the symbolic presidential palace along the Nile. The RSF, the Rapid Support Forces, which has said it would support the formation of a rival civilian administration, has retreated, overpowered by the army's expanded air capacities and ground ranks swollen by allied militias. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction.
And can you talk about the boxing, because you weren't here?
Yes, definitely. All right, people, welcome to the reaction. Just going to read off some of the scores over the weekend. Did you guys read the scores yesterday? No.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Let's go straight into the boxing. He said, yeah.
Okay.
Straight to the boxing. Chisora, he did it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. I was saying Chisora would win. I thought it would be a very tough fight, though, but he made it. He dominated the entire fight, man. Otto Wallin didn't do anything. I think he knocked down Otto Wallin twice. And he just dominated. And now he's going to be on his last fight, which I believe he hopes to make happen in Africa somewhere. Might be in Congo, might be Nigeria, who knows. After the fight as well, he brought out Skepta, he brought out Tiny, he brought out Lethal B, and basically gave them like pictures of potential opponents, innit? And he said, I want the crowd to choose for me who my last fight's going to be. So I can't remember who each person brought out, but basically it was Usyk, Dubois, and AJ. And it seemed that the crowd wanted either the fight with Usyk or AJ. It seemed like AJ, to be fair. But obviously he's never going to fight AJ. They're friends. And Usyk, to be fair, Usyk likes Chisora. They're friends as well. So the only person really would be to fight Dubois, but nobody wants to see that fight. And yeah, I don't want to see that either. It won't be nice. It won't be nice.
So who do you think he should fight for his last? His swan song, his farewell.
I really don't know, you know. Like, I mean, it would make sense if it was someone like Dillian White. Only because then it would at least be, he's got a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? They fought twice already. Make it a trilogy. And no disrespect, but at least Dillian White's on his sort of level. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can beat Dillian White. Especially the Dillian White that we saw in the last fight. But yeah, he can't fight anybody that's like an elite sort of level. And to be fair though, he does have a right to fight Daniel Dubois because that fight was the IBF eliminator. So really, he's in line if he wanted to exercise that against Daniel Dubois. If Daniel Dubois obviously beats Parker in next week, next weekend, not this weekend, the one after. So yeah, it's a tough one, man. But it was an emotional night for him, man. And I was really proud of him, to be fair, really proud of him, because like rarely does a boxer have that sort of career, fight 50 fights as a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? And still be loved by the people like that. You know what I'm saying? Still, to some degree, have your faculties and whatnot. And obviously, nobody's really said that Chisora is like one of the greatest boxers of all time. He's not going to be in a Hall of Fame like that, innit? That was his 49th fight. I think he's lost maybe 13 fights. That sort of record obviously is not going to get you there, innit? But he's loved by the people. And he's put on so many good nights of boxing for people. So he deserves the respect, man. And I'm glad that people are really supporting him. And he's able to actually decide his future, decide when you're retiring. A lot of boxers, after a fight, they'll be like, oh, you know what? I think this is going to be my last one. I'm going to sit down with my family, but that sort of stuff. Chisora planned this from 2 fights ago. I want 3 more fights. I'm going to fight Joyce. I'm going to fight Otto Wallin. And I'm going to be fighting one more person, and then I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Rarely does a boxer find himself in that position. So big up Chisora, man. On top of that, though, Frank Warren has signed a deal with DAZN. This boxing card is sick. Oh my God. This card is sick. And it's just heavyweights. Just heavyweights. So apparently, what day is this going to be? This is going to be April 5th. Yeah, it's going to be at the Co-op in Manchester. It's called Heavy Impact, yeah? And top of the bill, you got Dillian White, who I just mentioned, fighting Joe Joyce. So that's going to be the main event. You've also got Okoli fighting. See, Lawrence Okoli is going to be fighting Richard Riakporhe. That's going to be a sick fight as well, because obviously them, to be fair, everyone's been trying to get them to the fight before when they were both at cruiserweight. But now Riakporhe is going to be stepping up to heavyweight. First time at heavyweight, would he be able to win? I don't know. To me, he's more skillful. Yeah, you know what? Put it this way. To me, Riakporhe is just not afraid to let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? And Okoli seems to be afraid to let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? He had his first fight at heavyweight maybe a couple months ago or so. He knocked that guy out in the first round, but he didn't look impressive. And maybe that's because he did it in one round, like, you know what I'm saying? But when somebody else, like, I don't know, obviously it's not right for me to compare him to Tyson, but when Tyson was knocking guys out in one round, you were impressed. When Dubois was knocking guys out, AJ was knocking guys out, Wilder, in one round, you were impressed. Okoli's fight, I wasn't really impressed. He didn't look like he had the... He's a big guy. He's a big guy, but he didn't look like he's going to be able to handle those other big heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's for the future, innit? Right now, he's going to be fighting Richard Riakporhe. That's going to be a good fight. I'm not too sure who I'll give it to be fair. I think Okoli's got the experience, and Okoli knows how to kind of nullify somebody who's coming towards him, innit? But I think Riakporhe really wants this. He lost his last fight against CBS at cruiserweight, and to lose another one, especially to Okoli, won't be good for his career, innit? So I think he's going to really push for that. Next fight as well, TKV is going to be fighting David Adeleye. I like David Adeleye. I think he's from South. I'm not too sure. Ed should know. Ed, let me know.
I thought you said Est.
No. But I like David Adeleye, man. I wanted him to win against, what's his name? Fabio Wardley. Obviously, he came up short in it. But, yeah, I like him. I like his energy. He's going to be fighting TKV. And I think that's going to be a good fight. But I think Adeleye is going to get rid of him, to be fair. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it.
All right, well, let's wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
It's on.
Well, so we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, I've saved it. Montoya got
So
his
it's
lick
back
back.
or it's off?
We're back.
Okay. I like a thief in there. Come on.
Montoya got his lick back.
But You can't get a lick back when he started the licks.
No, he didn't.
You know damn well I can't see that far.
Oh.
Have you not seen the clip?
No.
It's a Spanish temptation island. So
Okay.
basically couples get tested or whatever. He was going crazy with the girls. Then his girl went crazy with one man. Then he was losing his mouth. He pulled his box. Like, it was serious. It was a serious clip. So how's he got his lick back if he started the licks?
Oh, he didn't. Well, it depends on who you ask and what lens you're viewing it from. He was on a part of the island where they tempt people, and then I think he got a lap dance or something.
Got a few, Brent.
A few lap dances. Cool.
But it was, yeah.
Yeah. And then she obviously smashed that fella. So
Allegedly.
Yeah. You're doing what Imam was doing just now. Not believing your eyes. But to be honest, the sheet was covering them, innit? Yeah, it could have been dry humping.
Exactly.
Yes. So now, apparently, he's now returned the favor, and he's had sex with one of the.
All on the same show.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're still together in real time. So
I don't know
they
about
got
that.
all over this.
I
They
don't
did.
know. Okay.
There's articles about them still being together.
No. This is recent. This new lick back is recent.
I'm on fire, man. That's a business.
What do y'all think about
Lick backs.
Nah, not lick backs. What y'all think about those parties that you have before you get married? What's it called?
Bachelorette and stuff.
Yeah. Them ones. You can have one?
I host someone. I don't believe in because it's my last time as a single person. Because I don't get it that basically it doesn't make sense to me. Because the vibe is always, this is your last night as a single person, but then you've been in a relationship for the past 5 years. So what do you mean? I don't give a pass. I don't give no passes in my relationship.
So you don't see the difference between marriage and just dating?
Dating is, but remember you have sense. The way the dating world is doesn't have sense. Dating is when you're getting to know a person. Relationship is when you're committed and we're only, because you can be dating multiple people.
Sorry.
Relationship is when we're together. So
I apologize.
You mean dating as in relationship?
Being girlfriend and boyfriend?
Yeah.
Exclusively?
Yeah.
And being married. Do you see the difference?
I think there's a difference, but I treat it with both the same respect.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So if I'm in a relationship, I would never take part in anything that makes me disrespect my partner. And I don't think that because you're about to go into marriage, it's okay to do that. Because you're about to go into, it makes it's never made sense to me.
Would you judge your friend if she kind of says, nah, that's fine. I mean, he can have his last night. It doesn't mean anything.
I wouldn't judge. I would think,
that's tradition.
I wouldn't judge. I would think, you're different over there.
Ah.
Then I'll take it to my man and just him about it. You never guess what these jokers are doing.
How about you, Manuel?
Oh.
Bachelorette parties and stag do's. Is it stag do?
Yeah, stag do.
Yeah. They're calm, man. But it depends. It depends on the people, innit? It's just a farewell sort of party. It doesn't mean anything, innit? It's just some. Obviously, some people do get wild and do crazy things, innit? Which I'm assuming.
Speaking about the wild stuff. I'm literally speaking about the wild stuff.
Okay, sorry, pardon me.
Yeah. Would you see your wife or look at your wife differently if it is that she decides that she's going to have a bachelorette? Is it bachelorette?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bachelorette party and it has these strippers in there, male strippers.
Yeah,
swinging.
Yeah, why?
Oh, would you see a?
What if they're black?
Huh? It's supporting black business.
And she's supporting black business.
No, that's diabolical.
No. But I want to know.
Yeah.
Would it be a? Nah, it's cancel the wedding if your man had strippers in his stag do.
Depends what they're doing. The strippers. Strippers are performers. They're just performing. But if she's grinding up on him and he's touching her and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, that's a red flag.
No, he has his hands behind his back because that's the rules. She's just grinding up on him.
So a lap dance.
Yeah.
You wouldn't throw away the wedding for that, though, innit?
I asked Esther,
Sorry,
come to you just
pardon.
What
now.
did you say?
I think you wouldn't throw away the wedding for that, innit?
Yeah, but I don't think you should though.
Sorry.
I don't like to share people that I'm with.
Listen, help me help myself.
Okay, go on.
I want to know where you stand on it. And I don't want
Yeah, I'll be shy
beat
for you,
around
man.
bushes.
Yeah, I'll be shy for you.
So, wedding dress.
I'll be so shy for
Wedding's
you.
off, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know. But how soon is the wedding? Tomorrow morning?
The wedding is next month.
Oh, next month?
Yes.
Oh, we've got time for me to go on a break and think about what I want to do.
100%.
But if the wedding is next morning, it's tight.
No, if it's
But you know what it is? I
there's
think
more likelihood that you don't call it off.
I'll be honest with you.
Everybody's coming tomorrow.
No. Me. I'm calling off whatever I need to call off. And I like the attention of calling off a wedding on the morning of. That's great. I'm making the family newsletter for the next 10 years. But I think if I found out that my man had a stripper at his bachelor party. Strippers, yeah. It's not the reddest flag for me.
All right.
But then, if I find out you were all grinding and whatnot.
He wasn't grinding. She was grinding on him.
It's not the end of the world, but I do find that disrespectful though.
Yeah, but you can get over it, to be honest.
But
a light sorry.
No, it's not light sorry that I'm gonna make you pay.
How?
I'm grinding on your groomsmen. No, I'm joking. I'm playing. I'll be salty about it though. I'm gonna be salty about it. I don't know how I feel about that, but then I also know it's not I think it's about your person's character. If I was dating a boy if I was dating a chewing gum boy, and I'm aware of what he's like, chewing gum boy is just like you just know what they are. It's in the chewing gum boy. Everybody gets peace. If I was dating one of those, I would not trust the fact that there was strippers at your thing and they were grinding on you and whatever. If I'm dating a wholesome lad and it wasn't even him who booked it was his friends who did. But it's like your partner's friends are what's important. I think I could let it slide, but it's not just okay, I'll let it slide. You wish I didn't let it slide. You just wish I don't know what I would do. But I don't know. But it's defo. I don't think it's with strippers. I just don't believe in that. I find it very silly because to what end? Because it's also the way I'm thinking about it is like if your partner goes to a strip club. I don't go to strip clubs.
Okay, so you're even
that's how I'm seeing it. That's how I'm thinking about it.
It's just a projection.
So I personally don't go to
He may not even see it as something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I can't, because there's some guys who have those parties, and yet they didn't do anything here today, but they got her number for another time. That's the problem. So it's like the strip club thing. I don't really judge guys heavy like go to strip club unless you're in there getting other services. Then, yeah.
What about you, Manuel?
Yeah.
Would you be okay with having strippers at your stag do? Your best man sorted it out and you got a nice little dance? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. We going wholesome.
I'm doing Bible study.
How about if it's an NY stripper?
That's absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. But I would not engage in this conversation.
And she's got the whole outfit on.
You're like terrible, man.
That's wholesome. That's wholesome.
And if it is that your wife had a bachelorette,
that was the end.
Go on.
How about if your wife had a bachelorette? Would it be cancel the wedding?
Yeah, but you wouldn't do such things, though, innit? But yeah, but the same sort of scenario. I mean, she's not inclined that way, innit? So I wouldn't just think.
And that's honestly
yeah,
it.
I am aware that
what
your men and women are perfect. God damn it!
No, what we're trying to say.
Now, if they did something that went counter to that, is what I'm asking.
Okay, you ask yourself.
Me?
Yes.
I don't think I am going to call the wedding off.
You're the only person that can answer your question the way you want it to be answered.
Why is that weird?
That what? You're the only person that can answer your question.
No, it's true that I only seem to be able to participate in what I'm asking you all to participate in. Like, you all dodged the hell out of stuff.
I didn't dodge it. I told you.
Exactly.
It's not the biggest red flag, but it's also like, interesting.
This idea of you saying, but he's not like that, you're not even going with anybody right now anyway, so I don't know where you got this idea from that of this fictitious person.
Yeah, mug. I'm not single. I don't want people to think that's an invitation.
Bingo! All right, cool. For me, I don't know if it is I'm calling the wedding off, right? Because I would have already known that she was the type to be able to be entertained, and still love me dearly. Right?
Yeah.
And Even though I wouldn't.
He said, "Love me, Delhi." He's laughing.
Delhi. Even if I wouldn't look to participate in that,
And such, yeah.
without being forced, because I can picture someone knowing for well I ain't on that trap, and that's exactly what they give me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be like, all right, cool. Who I am, you could writhe all over me. You can get all your juices wherever. All over me as fast.
Excuse me.
Diabolical. This guy.
You're a heathen. What the hell?
Just sweat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, cool.
I don't.
Just sweat.
No woman should ever be so close to a man that he can feel your sweat. He can even. I don't want him to even see it.
Fair.
How much more feel it?
When you are having a lap dance, there's contact. No, there's contact.
Dry.
You get the oils and whatnot. You get a hint of a perfume.
Do you know,
I don't know because
yeah,
I've never had a lap dance.
I'm glad you brought this up. I take it back.
Have I
I
had a
don't
lap
want this
dance?
happening. You're right, actually. You're right.
Red
Smell
flag.
of perfume. So he comes back home, I can smell her perfume as well. That's wild.
Suppose it's
Yeah, you're right,
the
actually,
same
no.
one, your favorite perfume.
I don't care if it's that's even worse.
Worse.
Worse. I hear with women that have traits like me. It's crazy. Yeah, no, we said no all around actually when I think about it. Let's be guided.
When Emmanuel was in the photo shoot, he did this. Did you see him? Like he sat down and did that.
Yeah, he's thinking man pose.
No.
No. What's that? What pose is that?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Look, he did this.
This.
Like the.
Put your hand on the
side
camera,
he
people can't
did-
see it.
Why are you trying to reveal my secret stuff to them?
Oh, so it's a secret.
Oh, is that
sorry,
like a message?
sorry.
Were you
Might
summoning
be.
people in there?
No.
You summoning gods in there?
But did you guys feel protected?
I'm protected by Jesus Christ.
That's right.
I don't know about your Jesus. What was that pose?
Black Jesus in that, innit?
Black Jesus?
Yes.
He's never seen
He's a black
Jesus
Jesus
do
pose.
that. He's never seen Jesus
Yes.
do
No, but he has a black Jesus.
You know
that. No,
what I'm saying?
but it's AI. There's no documentation.
You know what?
Or images of any black Jesus or any Jesus period. Nobody knows what he looks.
Jesus is black.
Let alone in pose.
That's true. If anything, that portrait is a passport photo. It's never been a full body.
Oh man.
No.
Anywho.
Yes.
Make up strippers. Great job.
All right,
You went to wrapping
then.
it up. You went to wrap it up, then it glitched. Then Brent had a question.
Yeah, I pressed the end cap, but it didn't work. So goodbye, people. We see y'all tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Press it again. Let me see
Peace.
what happens. Nope, that's not even the end cap.
We'll be back.
Oh, God damn it.
Imagine we can't stop the stream.
Oh, that would be
Would you ever do a
crazy.
stream marathon
I would, you know.
to get like a Guinness World Book or something?
Yeah. I would, you know. Big up Prince.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Royalty, guys.
What did he call his fans? Princess.
I don't know, you know.
What are y'all called? You his fans.
The awakened ones.
Oh. Goodbye, man. Goodbye, y'all. Why isn't it ending?
I'm clicking it now.
Okay.